Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur show. Man United podcast meets the Ballers at the Bridge podcast meets Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast, people, and there's a lot to discuss with these three football clubs. Big up Warrior J. He's been kind enough to drop all the information and all the news in the comment section. But please keep all your comments and questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Conor Gallagher signs for Atletico Madrid, so he's officially made his move away from Stamford Bridge. And speaking of teams in London, Dominic Solanke gives green light on Spurs' move. So he's given the green light, but can Spurs and Bournemouth come to an agreement? In regards to Manchester United, unfortunately, it's not no players coming into the club, ain't no players being sold. Defensive injury crisis is looking like Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and Luke Shaw all currently injured or doubtful for the Community Shield game, and probably doubtful for the start of the season because it is now literally, what are we saying, 7 days away, the 16th? 8 days away, I should say. And it's about to be the 9th. So we will see with that. Are they a loss? In my personal opinion, no. What we'll discuss all those things. But please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. Let's run up those likes expeditiously. Share across all the socials as well. At That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless across all socials. So please retweet and like from the Twitter, share from the Instagram. Make sure you're following that Sarcasm City TV, people, because that way you get notified whenever we do go live. And also, just as important, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Big up to Warrior J in the cut. I see you with all the information. Goat Mud. Big up to Vudge. Big up my little bro in the chat. Hope you're blessed, little bro, as well. Big up my Don Sheik every single time. Subscribe to Sheik TV. Big up Lee Slims, says big up the Madnam. Lee Slims, also a member of the channel. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. Big up to Abdi Mas. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Shouts to Donya. Hope you're good, Donya. Hope you are all good as well. Big up to Solomon as well each and every time. Surf is not here, but we got the Spurs representative, my brother, OG. You know what I'm saying? When I say OG of Sarcasm City TV, because he's been here from the start. My Cody as well. You know what I'm saying? My like Jez is in the cut. Yes, Jez, what you saying?
All right, man. Big up Flawless. Big up to the chat, man. It feels like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on the channel, bro.
For real? I feel like I've not spoke to you in time, and I bet it's only been like 2 days.
Bro, probably, bro.
Been like
Like
2 days.
in the future, like on the channel, it's been probably a week since like we haven't had any Q&As in that or any watch logs.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's Q&As and watch alongs. That being said, Q&As I'm definitely gonna, when the season starts, let you lot know now. Q&As I'm gonna start. I'm gonna run Sundays, you'll get them. Saturday nights. No, actually, more often Saturday nights you'll get them. Also Thursday in the daytime, people. You lot will get them like 5 p.m. I'm gonna start running Q&As once the season starts as well. So you lot get 2 Q&As. So Thursdays, 5 p.m. once the season starts, and then normally Saturday nights, like 11 p.m. Well, yeah, man, Jez, what are you telling me? You good and everything, yeah?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like, no, I was just chilling, to be honest, watching this Olympics and just waiting till the season starts.
Yeah, I hear that. And unfortunately, Warrior J, no, I was playing football, so that's why I missed it. That's why you didn't get a watch along at the semi-final. But you will get a watch along USA versus France for the gold medal in the Paris Olympics. I will do a watch along live on the playback. Yeah, go on, Jez.
Oh, the way the French bro, the referees in the France Germany game were so biased towards the France players, bro. I'm not even gonna whatever. We should have still beaten them because they haven't been actually good as well. But what's it called? But some of the refereeing there, I've been shady. So if I'm the US, I'm looking out, man. I'm looking out.
No, I hear that from. Fully hear what you're saying there. And speaking of that, we'll start with Spurs, but you lot get your questions in. Let me go to the news first and foremost. Tottenham are pushing to sign Dominic Solanke from Bournemouth. The striker has given the green light. Negotiations ongoing, reports, and that's from @Fabrizio Romano. Thoughts on that, just Dominic Solanke, because he's given a green light. So that's always a positive step when you're trying to sign a player.
What's it called? Like I said last week already. Like I'm up for the Solanke signing, and I said my only two concerns would be price tag and the fact that
Mm.
he only really replicated like a really great season in my opinion, only once in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But then I actually made a bit more research, and we obviously since it looks like we actually want him out of all options, and
Mm.
we don't consider the other ones at the moment in time. I did some digging and I'm looked at it and say every time when Bournemouth was at least a semi decent team actually
Mhm.
he actually produces good numbers, both
Yeah.
in the assisting and the scoring part. It's
Fair enough.
it's those seasons. There was the one season where he scored no goals, but he's played like 10 games,
Yeah.
and then there's was another season where he played like majority of the season, but barely scored any goals. But I think that season Bournemouth got also relegated,
Yeah.
so it's kind of I'm looking at it from perspective. When the team got better, he also gets better, and he also shows more of his qualities. So I feel like I already was up with the signing already last week when we talked about it because I think he has a lot more to his game than Richarlison has. Because when I think about Richarlison, I think of pressing and headers. That's it. With Solanke,
Okay.
I'm looking about how he can help our build up, how he can score goals. Is
Mhm.
also a penalty taker. Head the ball as well. Talking about the pressing that is a main priority in one of our system. And I think he's also good on the ball. Like, I've seen him been able to carry with the ball and also hold up the ball as well. So I think he
Mhm.
has good trait. He has traits as a footballer that I like. That will also elevate, I think, the wingers on our team. And if you're also able to bring in another winger, because obviously it's rumored. I don't know how true that is, but we also rumored with net. There's names like Neto and Chiesa going around. I
Oh,
take
jeez.
both of them. I take
Really?
yeah.
Ooh.
Obviously the Neto one is not as concrete from bigger sources like the
Mhm.
Chiesa one. But if either one of them happen, I'm happy with the winger signing. And then when he brings
Mhm.
Solanke there, no, because it's been reported that the club and the manager want to push Sam back out left wing. So
Mhm.
if you can bring Solanke as a striker and then we bring Neto or Chiesa on the right side, the attack all of a sudden looks a lot better now
If you man sign Neto, okay, whether it's both, that's dreamland. But if you sign one of them and you add Solanke with Son, with
on the
Madison,
left back.
that's a
Yeah,
good attack.
it looks a lot better than compared to with
Yeah.
Son, Werner, and Kulusevski on the right, or Johnson, Son, Werner, or Son, Richarlison, Johnson, Kulusevski. You get the point. It looks a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
better
yeah.
and it sounds a lot better already.
Yeah,
And obviously,
100%.
there's been a lot of outrage from some. This is the funny part. This is how we know that usually with the Richarlison one, I think the majority of the Spurs fan base was like not
Mm.
with it, do this shit or that. But Sri Lanka is 50-50 actually, man, from what I've been seeing, where there's
Okay.
some who are just not with it because like the two concerns that I've mentioned before. But there's also a lot of people like myself who I feel like he has qualities which I think when you bring also another attacking player with on the wing, you can
Yeah.
make the attack look a lot better, in my opinion. So
That's fair.
the club currently what I saw is that ironically today Bournemouth are trying to hijack a deal for El Bial Torre, who is a striker.
Mm.
So it would indicate that they're probably preparing already in the background to make some moves in case Solanke does leave, until in case we do get the deal done. And I do think we can get the deal done. Wherever we have to pay the release clause, or we don't pay the release clause, but we pay similar money and just with a better payment structure. Or what I have been receiving, what I've been reading is that the club is currently trying to see if they can negotiate the deal a bit lower, but also give them a better payment structure during that period. Than if we can get it down, like even if it's just down to 10 million, would just help. Even if the payment structure in the future is better, and apparently Bournemouth would be up to it, so we wouldn't necessarily have to pay the release clause. But I think we sign him when we're gonna sign him. I don't know. It might
Mm.
even go where we play Leicester. We haven't signed him, but I do think we can actually sign him in this window. Like if you really want, and apparently the striker is the priority as well. So
Which makes
I feel
sense.
like So I feel like we can sign it. We can definitely sign it, but again, I don't know when. I just don't know when.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And big up Surfer in the building as well. Yes, Surfer. What are you saying? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the shirt as well. That's a good touch. I like this. I like the
Yeah.
shirt. Well,
It
I'll
came
do
with that
that.
name. I didn't even order the name on it. It just came with it.
This guy is such an idiot. Yeah, Sheik. I am doing a watch along for the Community Shield. We'll just we'll just be on the playback though, people. We'll just be on the playback. It won't be here on the
Can't we
YouTube.
just do a club session instead? I don't know why you want.
You know why? Because it's 3 p.m. I was like, content. I suppose I better have a look at how we are looking. It is technically a competitive game, even though I don't count it as one. Let's see. I actually want to see. I don't want to go into the season blind completely. So let me see. Community Shield content.
Still third. Still here in third.
It's all mad. But speaking of that, Chelsea, your mob. A lot going on. Conor Gallagher has indeed left. Conor Gallagher has completed medical test as new Atletico Madrid player. 5-year deal set to be signed shortly. That's from Fabrizio Romano. Understand Chelsea are planning to book medical for Samu Rodion in Paris today. Deal done for 34.5 million to Atletico Madrid. Rodion will sign 7-year contract after medical. That's also from Fabrizio Romano. So thoughts on this deal? One player leaving in Conor Gallagher, one player in Samu.
Well, heart and soul left the football club this week, and I don't know what we're going to do, man. We're just heartless, soulless. You know what I mean? Reece James and Cole don't count as heart and soul to some fans. That's just terrible, man. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do without some guy who I can find attributes in 10 Sunday League players. But, you know, it's all good. Listen. He went. I'm glad it wasn't a long, drawn-out process like leading up to like a couple of weeks. I'm glad it was over in about a week or so, or less than even. If he doesn't suit the team, there's no point. People go, "Oh yeah, well he should wait a year, really screw the club." This is a player's career, bro. A player can't afford to sit out for a year.
That's true.
Even at that young age, you just cannot afford your fitness, your match fitness. I mean, I don't know what that does to a player who sits out, who hasn't got an injury, by the way, who will sit out and not be able to do what he wants to do. It's a very good opportunity. He's not going to like flipping Cardiff City. He's going to Atletico Madrid. Do you know what I mean? He's probably going to be in a title race next season. Do you know what I mean? So
that's fair.
And he's a Simeone player. He's a road runner. He just won't stop, and he's going to a coach that will just allow him to big up the best attributes of him, which are off the ball. So, you know, and stuff like that. I'm just glad it's done. Wish him well. You know, it's just I've seen bigger and better players lead this club. You know, Conor Gallagher should not. If you're upset with the ownership, Conor Gallagher should not be the line in the sand where you go.
That should be the straw that pulls the camel's back. Is Conor Gallagher? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I remember when I finally turned. It was Conor Gallagher. When I finally turned.
Hey, that being said, people, I turned on the manager after a draw against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup. So here we are. There's exceptions to all rules, but we move. You know what I'm saying? We move. That's what drove me over the edge. A draw at home to Rochdale.
Yeah. Well, that's because Pogba went off injured. I remember that's when Pogba.
No. Don't do that. Don't give. No. Pogba started the match injured.
Yeah, so he went off injured, right?
No. Yeah. He came out of the tunnel hobbling. He was already going into
it. That was it. Yeah.
Watch it back. Ask Prime. Prime will tell you, because Prime was on stream with me when I mentioned this, and he started laughing and was like, Pogba was hobbling coming out of the tunnel. But hey, we move. So yeah, it was carry on as you were, man.
Yeah. So it's he's gone.
Big up Max.
He's gone. This club has somehow got nearly 200 million for Mason, Havertz, and Gallagher in less than a year. Sorry, let me correct. Just over 150. Sorry, just over 150 if it all adds up. So yeah, I'm just glad it's now drawn out. No doubt this season when Chelsea lose, people are going, "Oh, if we only had Conor Gallagher in the team, we would have done something." That's going to be the first thing trotted out, isn't it? Sure. But you know, I didn't hate the player. I just hated what he represented. I hated what our fans had put on him. Do you know what I mean? The problem with him, he was anointed essentially Pochettino's guy. That was a problem. You know what I mean? But we offered him contracts, didn't accept, didn't have to. Turned down the Villa move, which was strange, but okay. And now he's going to live in sunny Spain. Don't feel too horrible to him. He's enjoying nice weather. He's probably going to have a pool. You know what I mean? He's going to be fine. You know what I mean? It's a 5-year contract. He can still come back. I laugh. Someone put in the chat, he's Atleti's answer to Jude Bellingham.
That's right.
This ain't dog for dog.
Dog for dog.
You have a dog. We have a dog too.
I hate how they do my guy Jude, man. Oh, that's peak, man. Imagine going there for Real Madrid, scoring 20+ goals, winning a Premier League and a La Liga and a Champions League, and you get compared to Conor Gallagher, yo.
Yeah. Hey, it's one of those. Imagine that. Imagine over here when they do like the Madrid derby, the 2 pictures will be Bellingham and Gallagher.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing the Liga watch. Like, I guarantee you that will not be my thumbnail.
No.
Let me just put it right now.
We need it for the punt. For the punt.
I might do it. You know what? For the piss take, I might do it still. Remind me.
Amazon Prime that does Premier Sports where the games will be on. They'll do that. Trust me, we'll have them head to head like that. You'll see it. But listen, I'm glad he's gone. In terms of that, he wasn't going to be used. He was told he wasn't going to be used. You know, I've had all like rival fans like going, "Oh, I can't believe you're talking like that." And I just mentioned Arsenal fans. I'll just mention one named Arsenal fans and shut them down. I'll just say Mesut Ozil, and they'll shut you down for good. Do you know what I mean? That ball. And then Man United fans, I'll just say Jadon Sancho with his lunchbox in a car park somewhere last year. Do you know what I mean? It's all good. I'm sure there's a Liverpool one somewhere, but I can't be bothered to think of it at the moment. So, but yeah, he's gone. Samu Omaridian came in, obviously, because they've signed Julian Alvarez as well. So it's 1 in, 1 out. I don't know what this means. Samu will be a fine signing. Osman is a signing as well. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't mind. I don't mind it. Samu signing if Osman's in as well. If it's just Samu, then nah. It's a very poor window in terms of recruitment. The Osman one probably takes it up to a 6.
Yes, sir.
As a window, if I'm talking about. I just don't think this window represents the words that come out from the board and the directors about.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, we want fourth. We want silverware. Well, the recruitment this summer doesn't represent that. Do you know what I mean? 28 goalkeepers signed or something like that. I don't know how many goalkeepers now.
Yeah, you signed a goalkeeper and then loaned him out, correct?
Yeah, we basically signed him from Genk and then loaned him back. That's what we did. But I didn't know why we needed him since we signed the best goalkeeper in MLS since Lorino and then signed the next best and then signed the best goalkeeper in MLS getting Petrovic. We signed still got Kepa there, but he's going to go. This guy's gone back on loan. Another one's going to leave on loan. Probably if we can get rid of Sanchez, get rid of Sanchez. Bettinelli's only there for the homegrown product, so he's never going to play. He's got the best job in the world, man. Just for a goalkeeper never plays. That's
for a goalkeeper, it must be lit, bro.
Goalkeepers,
man. Champions League. If you're Champions League, team,
look at that guy at City. What's his name? Scott.
Carson.
Yeah. He's good. Yeah, so he's come in. Going to sign another Brazilian. But yeah, I think everyone's praying, even if you don't believe in something, that an Ottoman deal will be struck. Whether it's the last day of the window or it's last day of the window, but it's just poor. This one's probably the poorest recruitment in terms of like the names are not just, Tosin's fine. Still think we need another central defender. KDH is fine. I'm not worried about the midfield. The wingers stink, apart from Palmer.
I seen that's one thing I did see in your preseason game against Real Madrid. I seen a lot of criticism for Sterling, Modric, Madueke on the timeline. I didn't watch the game. I know how timelines can be, so I'm not taking it as gospel. But do you agree with the criticism? Were they that bad in that game?
Well, Midrik's just bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter what happens. He came on, the reverse. Monumental stinker subbed on. That's what it is for Mudryk. You know what I mean? Not taken, not subbed off. Sterling was his usual. Sterling got into position and then it's such a simple pass across the box for Nkunku for a tap in. Man, does a power pass like R1X or something on a PlayStation. It's so hard that it goes really past him. And then, Yeah, and then Noni's so frustrating because there's something there, but I don't know. He just seems to want to do it like at his own pace. Like even at the friendly, he was just jogging back and something like that. Not really too fussed, but I think Noni's just going to be a very frustrating player. So that's why we need a winger or something like that. I know there's like, oh, we'll get Osman and we can stick Nico Jackson on. So, yeah, sometimes, but maybe you need an actual winger out there. Do you know what I mean? To sort that out. That's why at least they would have been a fantastic something. You know.
Yeah, at least they would have been. You put at least in.
I mean, I don't know why we just don't go and pay for Sancho. It's like 40 million. I'd take Sancho right now.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? I'd take him right now.
I'm
not going to take him because of the wages. They're not because
well,
he's
let's
on
say
like
hypothetically the wages are lowered down. Then you're like,
I'd take him if he's a Chelsea fan, so he should want to lower his wages, right? You know what I mean? So no, if he wanted to come out, I'd take Sancho. They don't want a right foot left winger.
I didn't expect you to say that. That just took me by surprise.
No. I'm not. Listen, some players aren't for some clubs. Some players aren't for some leagues. Do you remember that guy Gervinho who played for Arsenal?
Yeah, I remember Gervinho, of course.
Remember he was like everyone was writing him off. He went to Roma and he balled out. He balled out in the Italian league. Do you know what I mean? Lukaku, look at Lukaku. Lukaku just balls out in Italy. Do you know what I mean? It's like some players don't suit our league or don't suit a club. Do you know what I mean? Look at Giroud for Arsenal and for us. Do you know what I mean? One of those things.
That's true.
One of those things, isn't it? Oh, let's say Havertz is playing better for Arsenal than he had for us. Just doesn't.
Shout out Killer Kai, man. You know what I'm saying? And
look at Mason Mount. He bought in. Oh wait, no, he isn't. He's not.
Sorry. He hasn't played enough. We have to see.
So Florence is waiting for the redemption arc of Mason Mount.
Hey, no more redemptions, no more remontadas. The band, no more remontadas, no more redemptions, no aura, no expectation, no hope. I'm tired of these words. See them words right there: remontada, aura, hope, expectation. I'm not hearing that. No, you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's my club. That's my pro club's number. That's all. That's why I put it up on there. Someone asked in the chat. No, I don't want Anthony.
Yes,
don't want. Sorry, you can shove your Anthony. That's what I say to you. But someone like Sancho, I mean, all these Chelsea fans looking red faced now about Anthony Gordon. He's rubbish. Why would we go for Anthony Gordon? Baller, absolute baller, Anthony Gordon on that right footed left winger. My God, I take him in a heartbeat. It was the best left side.
Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, he was the best
left winger last season. Absolutely brilliant. I would take him. I would take him, no problem. He is exceptional. But I don't know. We'll probably sign someone we haven't heard of. Do you know what I mean? And we'll be told, yeah, he's great. He's great. You know, he's on our stats or something like that. All right, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I just don't know why we. Like I said, the message is confusing. That I know the recruitment they were going to still go for young players or something. I just don't know why. You can still do that and mix and match. I mean, if Bosman doesn't work out, then I'd buy Tony, but he might go to Spurs. He might not be there. Do you know what I mean? So he's there. It's just one of those things. I mean, Samu, I don't know why. No, people should stop watching comps. You know what I mean? And Samu doesn't come across well in comps. Oh, he only scored 9 goals last season. What was the team he was playing for? He's playing for Alaves. Yeah, he wasn't playing for high flying. He wasn't playing for like flipping Girona. Do you know what I mean? He's playing for Alaves. Yeah. The league has changed, man. The league has changed. It's not like Messi and Ronaldo banging in 60 or 70 goals anymore. It's a defensive league now. It's a very defensive league. Mm-hmm. So I've heard what a lot of Atletico Madrid fans have said. They seem to rate him and something like that. So. Yeah. But it's just one of the things. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully, Osman comes in and the pressure's taken off this guy. Because I don't want the pressure on this guy. It's unfair. It's unfair that these directors think they can bring him in and he's going to be like saviour to their goal scoring problems. You know what I mean? Or can add or something like that. I hope he comes in and just starts bullying people because he's built like a brick shithouse. So you know what I mean. So I hope he comes and literally just. I don't care, man. I don't need you to do tricks and something like that. Just get me tappings and bully people. Be a target man. I mean, give me 15 league goals. I'm fine on a target man. I don't care. Just be a battering ram. That's all. But we need to sort the defense out. It's looking very shaky. But then again, I don't know. It's just one of those things still working out. I've got one more game against Inter on Sunday, and then it's just that easy opening tie of Man City. So should be able to roll them over.
Roll them over comfortably, man. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to Vader, hey, they're gonna be struggling, man. Without
Vader's surprised they've won 4 league titles in a row. The way he speaks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He said because 5 is the push that is too far. Never mind, going 4 that's never been done before, but 5 is the one. That's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Against all odds, man.
Against all odds, man. It's not like they don't have
all or
Haaland,
nothing, right? All or nothing.
And have Foden, and have Savio, and Diaz, and Stones. And Edison and Pep Guardiola in charge, and they gonna struggle. Yeah, they gonna struggle. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Over 60 of you lot in the chat. Only at 38 likes though. Let's get up to 50 likes, people.
There he is. There he is in the chat.
Check on 212. Make sure you subscribe as well. I'm nervous for Saturday versus United. LOL. Don't do this, guys. Why are you nervous? Vader, I'm not even nervous. You know why? Because it's the Community Shield. If
last season game.
If we get beat 2-0, I'll be like, all right, we lost 2-0. If we win 2-0, I'll be like, all right, we won 2-0. I'm not really looking at it.
Maybe
you might have no defenders. Just say that. You got no defenders, in it. You got hard defenders.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that more. Yeah.
Maybe he's nervous because they might win the game and the Community Shield curse is gonna come onto them.
It's the curse, yeah. That's what it is. Hey, Steve, you never know, man. He might not get top 4. You know what I'm saying? Take out Alvarez. They may not replace him. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Well, we'll see. But yeah, as Matt said, that's how I look at it. Community Shield preseason always has been, without doubt. I look at that. But Surfer mentioned it, and Warrior J put it in here earlier in the chat about Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka weren't spotted in training at Carrington on Wednesday. Harry Maguire missed the game versus Liverpool. Was a precaution, but it's still a question mark for Saturday. So we have training. We have to see whether he is fit enough to be available. Lindelof played, but he's also a question mark. Also, Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw are both question marks. We have to assess them tomorrow, meaning Friday. I think that's it. That is it. Regards to it, I don't see people worried about crisis. I don't see there's any loss. I'm cool. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, and Shaw are not available. Good. I want these men to be available. They are not losses. Play the youth. Play some youngsters I've not heard of. Run up Johnny Evans, Martinez, whoever. You lot in the chat, let me know. Who's our backup?
I'm a left back.
Amas at left back. I'm cool with that. Show me something different. There are no losses. Hey, you lot are not needed even for the 16th. If Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Lindelof are not there, cool.
Wow.
No issues. You man are no loss to me. So they think different. Play the youngsters.
I was watching Saeed this afternoon, and Musa, big Wan-Bissaka fan. You know what I mean? Seems to, won a lot. He's won you a lot of games. You know what I mean? Apparently, there's some youngster that plays like a Frankie de Jong in this season. I can't remember his name. He wears a headband or something.
You're talking about. I don't know if he wears a headband, but Collier I know has played midfield.
Oh, whoever it was apparently plays like Frankie de Jong. I put more like Luke de Jong, but it's a joke. But it was more...
I told Omar, he says Amas for sure is peak flawless. No, it's not. At least I know Amas can run. I know that much. I know he can run. I know he's not going to refuse to overlap. I know he's able to get touchline to touch. I know he's able to get byline to byline. I'm cool with Amas. If it's between him and Shaw, cool, no issue. That man are no losses. Even if we go there and get packed by City and packed by Fulham, I'd still say the same thing. Let's play these youngsters and see. Let's see how good Amas is. Let's see how good whoever plays centre back is. Same with the right, even though Dalot will play. But let's see how good these youngsters are. We've seen it with Kambawala. I wish he was still in, because Kambawala would have played. But the point I'm making is these men are no loss. Hey, to Carl Davies, he says, people are gonna call him. People will call him what they want. I'm not picking at straws. I'm saying I would rather see I'm not even joking when I say this. Play the youngsters. I'd rather see the youngsters than the players who I know what they are. At least there's some unknown. Luke Shaw is not good enough. Victor Lindelof is not good enough. Harry Maguire is not good enough. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not good enough. You know who I don't know if they're good enough or not? Harry Amas. You know why? Because I've never watched him. He's never played a competitive match for us. I have no idea how good he is or not. And the rest of the youngsters as well. No idea. Yeah, Steve is just on some crazy thing, but we move.
No, the match thing is like the real question is why are these dudes still around? That's the real question. You know what I mean?
That is it. Why are you still around, yo? You know what I'm saying?
I'll say like
These man got weird performances. Why are they still around? Why are you man still around?
I'm saying Baco got a weird case around. Why are you around? I'm saying,
yeah, why are they around? You man putting weird performances. Why are they still around? What?
But the only question is because this is the thing. I've been actually wondering because like I haven't seen these conversations like. Why are you guys actually talking about this? That the old goals actually been like I thought Maserati supposed to be here by now. Now, you know what I mean? Like it and we talking about United having to progress, and progress needs to happen by getting rid of the debt as well as getting signings in. Neither of things happening at the moment in time. Like maybe 3 weeks ago or so, it was hot. Now all of a sudden it seems all quiet and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And nephew says, "Unc, you reckon these injuries and training injuries like Poch did with Chelsea last season?" I don't know what they are, so I can't comment because I know all of these players have played in preseason. So I think they're actual games. I think they're injuries from in game, but I could be wrong. I know Wan-Bissaka's played. I believe Maguire's played. No, Maguire's definitely played. I think Lindelof's played as well. Luke Shaw's just injured anyway, so that's no loss. But the other three, I think they were all in-game injuries. But again, no loss. Play the youngsters. Play the youth players. You know why? Because they can't do no worse than them, man. Even if they're bad, it's like, all right, you're just as bad. Cool. But how are we going to find out? Amas might actually be decent. Whatever centre back we put out there might actually be half decent. Same with the right back. No one was talking about Kambawala last season. He wasn't mentioned. I remember preseason, no one was talking about Kambawala. And then actually Kambawala played, and I was like, hey, you know what? You're decent. He wasn't fantastic. He was a world beater, but put it this way, I trusted him over Maguire and Lindelof. And we ain't going to disrespect Johnny Evans either because he's another one I trust. He was just because of his age and because he's called Jonathan Evans. But hey, we move. Flawless, I was asking you on TJ show, are United serious on Sander Berge? It seems so from reports. And again, I'm all for it. Rather than, I prefer him to a Rabiot or prefer him to a player similar to what I was just talking about with the injuries. Run me the unknown. I've watched Rabiot enough where I go, nah. But at least with Sander Berge, from what I've heard, he's a good player. I know he's played in the Premier League before, played in the Championship, etc. Cool. Prices, it seems like he's a good profile. Cheap price, run it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully with it. Run me the unknown at this point, not these players who I know about. I'm all with it. I'm not. No way. This can't be true. Breaking news. I don't know. Why did you put LA Real?
I'm saying like, is there a new team though?
Yeah, this CP guy, man.
No, it's the Real Sociedad, yeah, Real Sociedad.
Yeah, so why does he put LL Real? Is he just trolling?
I don't
know. Who knows, man? But big up CP.
Yeah,
Real Sociedad offers to renew Zubamendi. Who's that? Who's Perry Bay has met with Zubamendi's agent to offer you? Hey, don't laugh at my pronunciation. Perry Bay
the name is hilarious. I'm sorry, bro. I'm Perry, mate.
Guy, yeah.
So the name is hilarious.
Guy, yeah. The German Ghanaian laughed at my pronunciation.
No, it's not even the pronunciation. I just deep the name. I'm like,
I know.
I thought that was I don't know who that is, bro.
I presume it's either the sporting director or something like that. Maybe
they're saying it's his agent. And to clarify, hey, the reason why I doubted it's CP is because it's you. But if anyone else would have copied and pasted it, I would have read it. But because it's CP, I'm like, LA Real, this don't make no sense. But yeah, LA Real, that's their nickname. I didn't know. You learn something new every day. Offers to renew Zubamendi's deal. Perry Bay has met with Zubamendi's agents to offer an important contract improvement. That's from is it Mix L Gonzalez on Twitter, #Royal Society. He's staying at the club. Hey, I hope it's true. You know why?
Translation: sign a new deal and the buyout clause increases to about 100 million.
I just want to say, people, the United Liverpool show is tomorrow, so I hope he stays because the show is tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I went back one year because last night or like Wednesday night, Monts did a show. Like he basically went you know. I thought I'd gone back a year and he was getting excited about Caicedo, and literally within the same time span of when the Caicedo thing happened, like going to Liverpool, and then he said, "No, I'm not going." It's nearly the same time span of when he did the show and Zubimendi, like the Zubimendi news, like shifting. And it makes sense from Real Sociedad's thing. They're going to probably lose Marino, even though that deal is taking frigging ages to do. I mean, the Arsenal are so slow at doing negotiations. Jesus Christ. He's been basically there. I mean, we had bloody troops putting him in the team and they have not even signed him. You know, like they said, they missed him during the pre-season.
That is beautiful. Shout out.
That is amazing. But they don't want to lose both.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's also holding out for a move to Spain. He might be one of those guys who Spanish players that like Italian players that
he wants to stay in Spain.
Want to leave.
Yeah.
And like Barcelona aren't going to be there. Their big sign is Olmo. They're not going to really sign anyone else. So sign that with a buyout clause, probably more expensive for English clubs or foreign clubs than Spanish clubs. I mean, Liverpool are really strange. Michael Edwards, the transfer kingpin. You sign a Chelsea youngster, and your fans got excited about it. That's your big transfer window this season. I mean, Monts is holding out, like doubling down, tripling down that he's definitely going to sign. But
I hope this.
I don't want to do this whole thing of obviously, which is ironic because we talk about Gallagher. Solanke is actually from the Sociedad Academy.
Yeah, it's a full.
So he came all the way through like all this age groups from the C team, B team, and I'm just trying to figure out. I think he might even be from the Basque area, and if you know about Bilbao and Sociedad, they're kind of big on having players from the area also signed. So there might be a bit more of an affection of, because at the moment it doesn't sound like Moreno. Apparently Moreno's not even training anymore.
He's left out the squad for the meeting tonight, but Zubimendi was in the squad.
Yeah, so it seems like Zubimendi is not gonna necessarily try to force a move out of the club.
No.
Like
he's essentially.
Yeah,
Marino going. He's their big star.
Yeah, and if they offer good money, one thing Spanish teams can do is offer players money.
Exactly. Tax codes are very fair over there to players. Do you know what I mean? So I was just thinking though,
I think they only get taxed like 24%. I think it is.
Yeah, something like that. And also he's coming up. Listen, Zubimendi to me is always one of those players I've heard about, but I've never watched.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he came on in the final, didn't he, for Rodri? And he played very well. You know what I mean? In the Euros final. So it stops.
Please.
It stopped time.
I need it. Please.
And everyone's going. Yeah, well, it's like Sam on Alawa last night. He had the suit jacket on, going, "It's just a pull of Liverpool." Like he rejected Arsenal, he rejected Manchester United. Bro, you hadn't even agreed a price for him. Do you know what I mean? It was like you hadn't even agreed. This is what I tell people about transfer window. Yeah, it's fun reading the stories, but until you see the bomber or Fab do it, or a picture of him holding a shirt or something like that. But you guys you've not even agreed a fee with this guy. It's like Arsenal fans, yeah, we're getting Marino. When did this happen? You've not even agreed a fee for Marino. Do you know what I mean? It's like what are we doing here? Like us going, oh yeah, we'll play Osman now. We've not agreed a deal for Osman yet. Why are you putting him in starting lineups? You know, like you guys say, oh yeah, well, Dominic will play here. Mazraoui, somewhere over here. We're going to get a new midfielder.
I had that. Yeah, we scored all these goals because, Agate will help in the midfield. Excuse me.
Agate? What are you talking about? Agate? You went from Agate to Sanderberg. What are you talking about? It's like that. Sanderberg might start, but that's different. But it's like wait, because especially content creators, please wait. Just change your titles to interested in more.
No, you know what it is, man. Learn. That's why I might have shaved their hair on the live. Why I might have jumped out the window. Why I might have been People forget. Shout out to Hassam when they was linked because they got linked to
I think it's Casado.
Qatar. They know not even Casado. People forget this. They got linked to Qatari ownership before Manchester United. He was a part of the North, dressed up, talking about all this. And I'm like, yo, relax. But again, people love jumping out the window. I can't do that. That's just me. I can't. I can speak on things because I get asked them and I tell you whether I think it's a good deal or not. I said it the whole time about the Qataris. If the Qataris would have took over, I have the stuff there. I would have been dressed up that whole week in the whole attire. I have the whole attire. I was ready. I had the head wrap, the head wrap, the thing that goes around the head wrap, the full gown thing. I was ready. I was ready. Anytime we get Qatari ownership, I am ready.
But I think this goes back to Michael Edwards, the transfer kingpin. I'm sorry, that squad, the highest it can go is third. Right? It won't compete in a title race. It's not good enough. And the players are getting older. And Dyke's getting older. Salah's getting older. Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz are mediocre. They're very hit and miss.
Yes, I think that's what I would say. That's what I would say.
You haven't got a DM. You know what I mean? Endo, yeah, he had great. Oh yeah, Endo's always been Crusader, but he fell off. McAllister is not a DM, and you're restricting one of your best midfielders in the Premier League. Bozo's been a bust so far. No one ever talks about that. Though he's 70 million, by the way. They bought him for.
Shit, was he
70? It was 70 million. Yeah, not like 25.
Yeah,
it was.
Why
70.
did we just let that slide that he was 70?
Because it's not mentioned by the media. It's not because Liverpool are the darlings, aren't they? Look, they can't do no wrong. Everyone, if you bought it, or we bought it, or Arsenal, even Arsenal bought it, or City bought it, we'd be he's a rubbish
70 M's for Sabozlai. Why did I think he was like 40 million?
Because that's the way he played. I was like,
I'll be honest. You've been respected. You said he played like a 40 million player.
Yo,
nowadays, what a 40 million player is. Andy Robertson and Trent's in his last year. There's no talks. There's no rumors of him signing a new deal yet. Allison, very good goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's always good. Robertson's like declining, but I don't. But Michael Evans is back. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Nothing apart from the Zubimendi thing. They've not even linked to anyone.
Crazy. And this also from CPU says Real Sociedad president. I'm just calling him Jokin. Jokin has met with Zubimendi's agents to offer him a significant contract improvement. That's from Pablo Bear on Twitter. I just hope it's true. And to Teneri says everyone talks about it, every panel show. I didn't know he was 70 M's. I've heard him be criticized. He's been criticized on the show here. I didn't know he was 70 million like that. I forgot that he was.
Bro, don't say like because the funny thing is that everybody reminds everybody of the Núñez price tag. So it's like we always get the reminder of Núñez price tag and all that. So, but it's like it gets very quiet with Szoboszlai, and I can't.
How much was Gravenberch?
Gravenberch was actually quite. I think he was quite cheap to be honest. He was cheap to be honest, but
I'm just saying with him and Szoboszlai, that's near £100 million flop in midfield.
Yeah, combined was somewhere about 100, maybe a bit more.
40. He was 40. Was he 40?
40.
Was it euros or is it pounds? That makes a difference.
I don't know. I barely remember.
£130 million worth of player in there, but hey,
wow,
over 100 million. And that's the mad thing about it because I said this even when Liverpool signed Gravenberch. Said that Gravenberch really hasn't really kicked off his career.
Yeah, and then how much was Gakpo?
Gakpo was 40. I think he was in the 40. I think in pounds he was in the 40 mark. I'm pretty sure.
Outside of Jean, when's the last time these men have had a hit in a player signing in the past couple seasons?
I think McAllister's been. McAllister's
been decent.
Yeah, he's like 35 when he's 35 million with a buyout.
Yeah, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Diaz. That's 4 players, right? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You couldn't say Conor, but the dude is always injured, so you can't even say that anymore.
The injury is the problem.
Well, the striker, isn't he? What's his name?
Yeah, Núñez.
60 million, 60 million, 80 million, whatever it was.
They haven't really had like. Which has also been the reason why they're staying at third and low because it's like all the signings they're like.
Yeah,
Keita was expensive as hell. Like, and like their signings, like when they signed them, they sound good, but then when they come to Liverpool, it's like they ain't really doing anything. Like, and they're good enough where they can comfortably stay in the top four. This is what's currently happening. But these are not the signings that currently pushes them to go and compete at the moment of time.
Let's face it, they struck it right in three positions: defense with Van Dijk, the goalkeeper and Alisson, and Salah just
as an attacker.
Just a phenomenal attacker with the numbers and stuff like that. And even when people say he's on the decline, he's still bagging 30 plus G&A. Do you know what I mean? It's like and Trent coming through. Do you know what I mean? They're able. It's just not talked about as much. You know what I mean? Because no one likes to mention that. Hurt feelings.
I hear you. And to Ali, let us know the prices then. If prices is wrong, let us know. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, let us know, man.
Prices wrong, let us know.
Draft transfer market, isn't it? Draft transfer market.
Yeah, we don't support any of our stuff.
So they were expensive. They were expensive.
Yeah, that's the overall point we're making is that they cost money and they cost a good. And it was good money. I'm saying but I don't know about the add-ons and stuff. I know it was at least
probably was add-ons.
I know it was at least 70. I know it was
he's never going to hit
that.
It
was definitely.
I hope they didn't put Ballon d'Or clause in it because he's never going to hit that.
That was crazy. But yeah, that's kind of like.
Big up for the super chat as well, man. He just says big up Flawless Surfer and just smash the likes. Run up the likes. Over 80 of you are in here. I'm only at 49 likes. Let's go to 70 likes, people. Like check 1212. Continue to share across all the socials. We're gonna try and get over 100 people in here. So please retweet and like from the Twitter at Sarcasm City TV. Share from the Instagram. Open up a couple new tabs as well. Whatever device you're watching on, open up the YouTube channel. I mean the YouTube app on the other device. If you're watching on the phone, get it on your tablet or laptop. If you're on your tablet, put it on the laptop. If it's on your laptop, put it on your PS5, PS4, or your Xbox One, or whatever you're watching on. Let's run up there. Let's budge up the numbers, people. So please do so, because it all helps trying to get over 100 people in here as well. To Fatso, who says, Flawless, what do you think of the Wan-Bissaka situation? I don't know why we're just not moving him on. Don't understand it. Don't get it.
He wants 7 million. Does he want to pay out? He wants to pay out then.
Oh, he wants to pay out. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like Maguire last year. He wants £7 million payout.
He wants 7 million.
Pay him
out.
I don't. This is crazy.
Like, to me, it's not. So in regards to that, move Wan-Bissaka on because we need a right back and a left back. So, but who knows with Manchester United? And
can I ask? I need because obviously this is actually a conversation because I feel like especially this summer window, I feel like. In terms of just like, I feel like the mid-table teams kind of like were closer to mid-table teams from last season. Actually, had quite decent windows when I look at them. But I feel like when you go up higher and higher up the table, I feel like this summer I have been underwhelmed by a lot of teams' windows. If you ask me personally, like, I haven't really looked at it and said that I think some teams have made some really good signings, which I like. Obviously, City has Savio, but Liverpool have nobody. Chelsea have KDH and Tosin. I like those two. We signed Gray. United signed Sosky and Euro, and obviously continue clearly on. But when I look at this, I'm like, it just feels like I said Villa maybe who wasn't the top half of the table and fighting for the European places. I was like, I just haven't been impressed by the window from the other teams who were supposed to be up.
I tell you what it is. It's financial fair play and PSR.
I
think that's and the prices that some people are wanting for their players. Even the foreign clubs now, English clubs are really like looking at their finances now for the last year or so until the new rules come in, and are going, "Nah, we'll wait," or you bring the price down. Yeah. That's what's happening. Yeah. I mean, even like Wolves wanting like 16 for Neto. That's a joke, by the way, since he's been injured for basically 2 years. You know, that's a joke.
They have not. They're not bringing that down.
They'll never get that. So I think it's that, and even we've seen like even the prices for Osman and Gokra is 120 million, 150 million. Those prices are brought down because we're not. Even like City and Arsenal aren't spending that big. You know what I mean? I mean, Arsenal spent 35 million this summer. they're haggling over a price. I mean, it's been 2 weeks since apparently they agreed personal terms for Marino. Nothing since then. No talks about the price going for them. Liverpool knows that Mendes got 60 million buyout cost, but they don't want to pay it. Spurs are in for Solanke, but they're not going to pay the £65 million buyout. I mean, where's the buyers for Eze? I mean, even Tony's sitting there on 40 million. You know what I mean?
I don't get it. That's certain off with that.
I think the Tony thing, there must be something, because I feel like somebody at this point will have actually done something. I feel like.
But the issue is that even a board. I mean, I think Barcelona are going to pay something like 50 odd million for Olmo or something like that. I mean, Real Madrid are only probably going to have Mbappe in.
Yeah,
it's a free transfer, but it's not a free transfer. It's like an NBA style deal.
Yeah, it's the sign-on fee that they give him. Like the sign-on fee is basically like a transfer fee, basically.
Even I heard like the Bayern Munich people come out today. It's like, yeah, well, we're not signing anyone else. We spent like 125 million euros so far, but we have to get rid of De Ligt and someone else before we can sign Tar and Doué. Do you know what I mean?
Even today, the deadline. Even today was the deadline for Tar. Leverkusen put one out. So unless maybe Leverkusen changed the stance, they're not selling Tar anymore. So it's very interesting to see what
Tar's move to Bayer Leverkusen is being held up because De Ligt's
not leaving.
You guys aren't paying. They want £50 million for De Ligt, which you guys aren't going to pay.
Facts.
So it's. I mean, look at even our move for like getting Gallagher out and Meridian in relied on Atletico Madrid signing Julian Alvarez, and at some point, like was it yesterday or the Tuesday night, it was like they were stalling because they hadn't offered the PSG had offered more wages to Alvarez. That means it was like, well, if Alvarez doesn't complete his move, then every other deal falls through. It's like
it's a domino.
Yeah, it's a domino effect. We're trying to get Osimhen on loan, and the reason we're the only ones in for Osimhen is because they desperately want Lukaku. So we've got like this like little hang bit like Lukaku on a like on a bait thing from Napoli, but we're trying to get him to. Like, I don't think it's actually. I think it's more a case of like Osimhen to drop his wages just for, and they want like Osimhen's okay for a loan, but he wants an obligation, not an option, and we're trying to only do an option. So it's like
that's odd though. That's odd though.
That's like, very odd. Yeah,
I get it. That obviously with an option you can always send the dude back if he stinks, but it's Osimhen. It's like he's always going to be in that price range, so. You might as well do an obligation. If he sucks, he sucks.
Listen. I agree with you. Do you know what I mean? I agree with you. I would do the obligation. I mean, even the option. If he bangs in like 15 league goals by December, I'm activating that option thing in December. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing the deal. I'm doing the deal right there and then. Knowing our luck, though, as soon as we did that, he'd get injured and out for the rest of the season. Knowing our luck. So, but yeah, it's just this is what's going to happen. You're going to see that the 100. I think the days of 100 million, 150 million pound players are fading very fast. Even PSG haven't. What they bought? By the way, I think that Pacho guy is a very good defender.
I like Pacho. I saw him.
I like Pacho a lot. He's only 20. I think he's only 23.
I think 23. I think
Ecuador.
Ecuador centre back.
Yeah. Okay. Who else did they bring in?
They brought
Neves.
Neves, yeah.
Their attack still stinks, but and then I mean, look at Xavi. Xavi Simons gone back to Leipzig on loan for a season.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe no one. This is weird.
Xavi Simons, he had see, because I had my question marks about Xavi Simons for the longest, because he used to be a wonder kid. Like he used to be a wonder kid from Barcelona days, and then he went to PSV, and I said, okay, you had a great season there, but then some people say question mark about Holland. Then he goes to RB Leipzig. Now we see a bit more, and then you cook like that. I'm still surprised that nobody was like even on a loan. Like this is the thing, because PSG has made because PSG has made clear we're not selling him, so it needs to be a loan with obligation or just a straight loan.
Yeah, we know the reason they're not selling him, don't you?
Yeah.
So I think if they sold him this season, they'd have a huge percentage of Barcelona.
Yes.
Like I think that runs out like next summer. So if they want to sell him next summer, they can get a full without giving it to Barcelona. But it's like, I mean, yeah, you're just seeing it all around. I mean, look how long it's taken Liverpool fans to get excited about transfer. And we know August the 7th, 8th, they get excited about transfer.
Technically, no.
Your fans had transfer dopamine after like, oh, Lenny Euro's coming. We're going to sign this player. Ugarte's next, and
you agreed personal terms with the guy as well. That's the craziest.
Yeah, but like,
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because like dudes need to leave the football club.
Yeah,
like guys have to, and then you have to agree fees with the teams as well. Like people need to realize agreeing personal terms means actually these days like nothing. It feels like when you don't actually can pay. Like United agreed bare personal terms with Ugarte, De Ligt, Masraoui, but none of them are still here because United are not selling the players. And the price tags.
We're gonna do the deal. Yeah. Before you might carry on, big up A Solomon as well, man. He's gifted 5 Sarcasm City TV memberships. If you're in the chat, make sure you big him up and say thank you. Everybody else, fire emojis for A Solomon in the chat because he gifted 5 Sarcasm City TV memberships. A Solomon, big up, much appreciated. Link is in the pin comment for said membership as well. But yeah, A Solomon, salute again. Everybody big him up, man. Clap emojis, fire emojis, the whole 9, man. Shout out to A Solomon, man. With his kind self, for real. Go on, carry on.
But even like look at the promoted clubs that just come up. They usually like sign about 9 or 10 players. Yeah, I haven't heard a speak. Like I know we sold Amari Hutchinson to Ipswich.
Like they have made signings, but not like usually what you expect because they get bare money as well. Like West Ham's probably been the most active one out of all of them. Yeah, they're trying to hijack the deal, and apparently, since Juventus is not going to come in for him, and he doesn't want to play for Nice anymore, he might probably go to West Ham now. Technically today now, since it's Friday.
Hey, our ownership group. Hey, ain't
bro, flawless. It's a loan with an obligation of 40 million next season, so it's a loan.
Yeah, so they're not even straight up buying him this season.
It's like, loan him to us. How about that? You know what I'm saying? What in the world?
They're trying to sell Kurt Zuma to the UAE, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's all right, though, Kurt. There's no cats over there, so you'll be fine.
I know he's all a big up each and every time.
They have lions over there.
Try and kick one of them. Try and kick a tiger.
Don't be going at the cat family, man. Don't be going at the cat family. Don't try that.
That's Zuma's thing. Not our thing, man. I love Kurt.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, Zuma, they're gonna treat you like Mufasa and Lion King. You're gonna fall off that cliff.
Oh man!
Remember.
I'm telling you.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, but for real, you don't want them problems, man. You really
don't
want them problems.
No, but it's just what it is. I mean, Crystal Palace have done a lot of signings this summer, so or early part. Ismail Assar, stuff like that.
They bought
Yeah, they bought.
He bought him from Betis, but he wasn't the Barcelona academy. Moroccan guy. Yeah, and even then, they wanna buy the replacement for Gay too if Gay leaves.
Yes, I think they were linked to Trevor Chalobah and Lacroix from Werder Bremen. It always pops up on FIFA career mode. So
he's actually solid centre back. I'm surprised that nobody buys him because I watched him for Wolfsburg. He's solid actually.
That's true, but that's like that. I mean, even Brighton aren't doing that much. I mean, it's really Villa's done a lot.
And West Ham.
West Ham are doing a lot. Yeah, remember they bought Max Kilman from Wolves for 40 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And they bought Full Krug as well. So
for like 25. Offer for 25. Obviously, it's not going to count this season, but next season is going to be like 40 for Todibo if he goes there. So they did their business. But yeah, that's what I realized. That's why I'm starting to realize that the summer windows has been dead, and I don't even want to play in this tournament because even with tournaments, usually previous seasons, you still see deals getting done.
Yeah, that's right. He plays for Nice, doesn't he? That's what you can't get.
Yeah, I was going to get into that 1 second. Yeah, wait 1 second. Damn, you lot run up the likes as well to see if I'm sure there's ways around this. For instance, wait, you can buy a player and then loan him, correct? Because you lot did that with that goalkeeper, correct?
Yeah. You can
So if United really wanted to do, you know what Nice could do? Sell him somewhere and then loan him to Manchester United. The same way we watch City do that with Savio. Because you know what they did? They sold him to Troyes, and then Troyes loaned him to Girona because they're a part of the same group. So I can think of that. It's the easiest way around it. I'm sure Nice and Ineos have some connection with somewhere else. So you can easily sell him somewhere and then loan him to Manchester United.
The same thing we've done with Strasbourg. I mean, Strasbourg have bought a Porto player for about 9 million.
I'm sure we got a feeder club. I'm sure Nice or Manchester United have some form of feeder club.
But you haven't. But the problem is, but
I think there's a difference between.
Between you and Nice, you've not established that as a feeder club. It's just two clubs that are owned by the same owners.
I'm saying
different. So they can't. You would still have problems even if they went from Nice to. Nice would have to sell the player to another club for you to buy.
That's the point I'm making. Yeah, because Chelsea have done it, so you can do it, Jeremy. Chelsea have legit done it with that goalkeeper.
It's just a different way. They're actually under. That's a feeder club or a satellite club. You and
what's it called, Steve?
Nice isn't a satellite club for.
It's not. But the point I'm making is it's still within the rules. You can do that. A player can go out and loan that same window.
Yeah, I mean that's just Ineos's. I don't know why they didn't think about just selling Nice before they got Manchester United. Anyway, it's just a bigger property. Do you know what I mean? It's just
the rules say we can't buy her, loan him directly or indirectly. The rules do not partake that. The rules do not say that be here. The rules
I don't know why indirectly would be.
Do people actually know the rules? That's a weird question.
They don't know if we, let's say for instance, Nice sold Todibo to, we'll use Rennes. If Nice sold Todibo to Rennes, Todibo is no longer a Nice player, so it's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So then say Rennes decided to loan him out to Manchester United, there is nothing stopping that. Same way if Rennes said, let's loan him to Chelsea or loan him to Spurs or we loan him to Strasbourg or Girona or wherever. So there's ways around it. What are we talking about? You can't loan him. He's no longer a Nice player.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. That is absolutely correct.
There's one rule, but it doesn't apply in this situation. There's one rule where you can't play for two teams from a competitive level, but even then, let's say in this scenario where let's say Nice sells to Rennes, Todibo's not going there and play a competitive game because then he goes to United. Yeah. So he technically only plays for one club. But that's the thing. Like, India should really look into trying to get rid of Nice in the future, and then look for a sister club like Chelsea, for example. That's really what they should do. If they want to have this kind of, if they want to avoid these type of scenarios with the Todibo thing,
that's what it should be.
And I don't know why they haven't given up on the whole Nice thing yet. Really and truly, you're at United. Even if you are a small percentage, like 25, you still get a lot of money.
That's true. And so just on that, and I'm not even saying United should go get Todibo. I'm saying if we really wanted it, there's ways around it. Like I said, you sell him elsewhere and then loan him to Manchester United.
Yeah.
With an obligation or option to buy.
Yeah.
Can easily be done. I'm sure if I Google this right now, Nice have a feeder club. I'm pretty sure Nice. If not, I don't Manchester United.
Steve said in the chat that what's the team called in Switzerland? Lausanne Sport, which is a team in Switzerland. They're saying that it's the sister club. That Ineos has them as a club.
Why would another club buy him and loan him out to us? What is the benefit for them? It's not a benefit to them. You use them. We literally watch City do this with Savio, where they sold Savio to Troyes, and then Troyes loaned him out to Girona. You know what's the benefit for them? Monies. That's what's the benefit for them. It's a money thing. Okay, you take this player. We are going to foot the bill for it. That's what it is.
It's like when the Nice get the money, then Rennes get the money. Yeah.
It's like in Italy, like when Fiorentina had Chiesa and they just loaned him to Juventus for 2 years and then they bought him in the third year. Do you know what I mean? It's just
like
you can do it in the same window. Chelsea have just signed a goalkeeper and done it.
Yeah, we loaned him out. Yeah,
Chelsea legit just signed a goalkeeper and done it.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? You can do it. Chelsea have just done it.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the goalkeeper. They've signed the goalkeeper and he's gone out immediately.
Penders or something like that. Penders. The new Courtois.
Come on, man.
The new control.
Yeah.
Oh,
where's he gone out on loan to? Is it Vitesse?
No, Genk.
Genk.
Just come back to the club he
Can
bought
we
him from. Yeah, just come back.
You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Chelsea have just done it today. Well, technically yesterday it got announced. So yeah, come on, man. Like what we talking? Oh, why would a club do that? Because you are paying them off twice. They'll get the money in a year's time for said player, and then you pay them beforehand under the table. Yeah,
with the loan fee, then you get a little money
with a loan fee. Thank you. I didn't even think of the loan fee.
Plus, the City clubs are under an umbrella of the City Group, not owned by City, like Manchester City. Like Manchester City are part of the City Group. That's the whole thing. They're owned by the City Group. Like they own New York City Football Club, FC Troyes, Girona, an Australian club somewhere.
I think that's
run by Bluecoat. Bluecoat own Strasbourg. They bought Strasbourg ownership of Chelsea.
More in the future.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. You just got to be smart about it. It's just that that Ineos didn't buy Manchester United and then bought by Nice as a satellite club. It's just two separate entities. No.
But see, this is why I say why that's what I say. Why they're not giving up with the Nice thing? Especially if the plan is in the future to 100% take over United anywhere, you might as well go.
I didn't think they looked into it properly. I think they thought they could do what other people said and just trade players between the clubs like that. Do you know what I mean? Like they thought, we own both, so that means that's fine. But you didn't. You haven't bought. It's just one of the things.
Someone find me the tweet of the Chelsea goalkeeper because Jeremy's not hearing what I'm saying. It's nothing to do with.
I can send it to you. I can send it to you.
Please get me this so I can explain this clearly. That you can sell a player and loan him in the same window because Chelsea have legit just done it with a goalkeeper. So it can be done. What are we talking about? Or you can loan a.
I mean, I can screenshot. I can screenshot.
Oh yeah,
I'll send it to you.
It's fine. Yeah. So the Jazz just got it. So let me just read this. All right, 1 second. It's loading up.
Yeah, well, we just done it with the defender we bought from Boca Juniors. We started that guy as well. Yeah, he's back on loan at Boca Juniors for this upcoming season.
So it's kind of you can do that, like it says here.
Yeah, it's the whole point.
Here we go. Deal in place for the two. Yeah. But you lot just don't want to hear. Package up to 20 million. Add-ons included. Chelsea see huge potential in Penders. He's staying at Genk for next season. So Chelsea have signed a player and then sent him back.
We did it with Gusto. When we bought him. The reason we were able to sign Gusto is because Leon said, you can buy him, but we want him on loan for the rest of the season. We went, okay. No problem.
We did that with the Doggy as well, because this is the funny part. We did because Inter and Juventus were after Udogie as well. But Udinese said, you know what, we take your offer, you pay a little bit more, and we take him back on loan. But then you get Udogie then instead of us selling him for less to Inter.
Yes, precisely correct.
So yes, just to clarify, and you can Google these people as well. Can you sell a player and loan him in the same window? And you lot will see the answers. But hey, we move. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, people. And just to clarify, I ain't even saying go and sign to Debo. I'm just saying that should be an option. Like if you really wanted to get him, you could get him.
At this point, you either need to start looking at other centre back options because because you can't stay this whole because especially now that Jonathan Tah is not an option anymore for Bayern. Why should Bayern sell De Ligt? Because the whole plan was that De Ligt goes to United and then they can use the money for Jonathan Tah. No, the whole weight up is holding up Bayern as well to the point where why should Bayern not all of a sudden sell unless maybe they want more money then? Like everybody needs to start thinking for themselves as well.
Why do I feel like I know you haven't done it, but why do I feel like in the next week or so, if you lose to like Fulham, and not like Barron, but if you lose, say like 2-0 or something like that home to Fulham, that within that week you're going to put in some crazy bid for Jared Brentford. That's still like you said you weren't going to do it, and like a £65 million bid goes in or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's to be foolish. Why can Nice not sell to Debo to another club and United come take that player from loan from another club? Why can't they? So that means we can't sell, we can't loan or buy. No. We can't loan any player that Nice sell. Is that what you're telling me, Jeremy? Show me where that's in the rule book. Don't worry, I'll wait. Show me where that's in the rule book.
Because the rules are that you cannot play for more than 2 clubs in any calendar year, right?
Yeah,
I want to know where this. I want to know where this
literally
is in the rule book. That we
this
so
happened-
according to Jeremy, where is this in the rule book? That's what I want to know.
That's a perfect example. Andre Santos from Chelsea last season, showing them, send them out to Nottingham
No,
Forest.
Jeremy, don't hit me with the ownership change. Show me the links there. That is the case. That Manchester United cannot buy any player who is sold by Nice. Don't worry, we'll wait. We got time. You know what I'm saying?
Show me,
don't hit me with this because of the ownership. Show me the link where that has been said. Show me the rule book.
There's nothing about that.
You have Google? Ain't nothing about that. Manchester United can't sign any player Nice sell. Foolishness. Where's the rule? Show me where's that in the rule book? Yes, please get me the UEFA link. Where Manchester United can't buy any player that Nice sell.
The thing about Tadibo
no. That's Madison. No. It's not possible because Nice playing in the same company. No. I'm not talking about buying a player from Nice. I'm talking about Nice selling a player and then Manchester United going to loan said player. I want to know where that's in the rule book.
What makes this Tadibo deal to West Ham very weird is that all summer, all I've heard is that he just wants Juventus, only wants Juventus and stuff like that, right? And now he's going to West Ham. I can't believe other clubs aren't going to, especially on loan for a season, and then only 40 million. Are you freaking mad?
I think the only reason why they're not accepting the loan there with West Ham is because Tadibo doesn't want to play for the club anymore. Beforehand, because it was earlier in the window.
He only wants Juventus, and I don't really care if any West Ham fans are watching. It's West Ham. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can't believe the top club isn't going. Wait, what? On loan for a season? Like, on loan and just 40 million?
This is ironic because Chelsea could actually use them, especially upon what I'm hearing, because Chelsea have a defensive issue with the centre back or question marks. He would have actually fit Chelsea.
The problem is, I don't think they're going to buy another one until like Chalobah. There's probably no chance of buying one until Chalobah leaves. So that's the problem. Because otherwise, we're like talking about 7 centre backs, and you know,
and you still have to sell like
you still have a lot of players to get rid of.
Sell on and loan. Shit, you don't even know if Lukaku really truly going to leave because we don't know the numbers.
Yeah, he only wants to go Napoli. So, and he's only dropping his wages for Napoli. He's not dropping his wages for anyone else. So
that promo between him and Conte is weird, man. Somebody has
to remember he helped him get as fit as he's ever been in his whole league.
I know that, but Jesus Christ, like.
Just happens.
That needs to be a stop. That needs to be a stop, man. Like, pray for Napoli, bro. Pray for Napoli. Like, how can you go 30 seasons here with all the league titles, win one, and then you have the worst title defense, but only league winners, and then
Liverpool fans, isn't it? See what they do. You know what I mean? It's all been.
That's hilarious.
they won the title in 30 years, and then like finished 5th or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like happened to them.
It is. And to Sony, who said, let's see, let me get to this. 1 second. Where is it? Yeah, flawless thoughts and opinion on the Ineos reign so far. Outside of keeping the manager, everything they've done, I like. I don't really have any issues with that. Outgoings, I'd prefer them to be like pay players off, but there seems to be something against that. So outside the outgoings, which I don't put too much on them because that's not their fault. So far, so good. But obviously, we got a whole month pretty much. Well, just under a month now of the transfer window because it closes, I think, the 31st of August. So they still got ample time to do business. We still need to go and get more.
It's 3 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, there we go. So we got 3 weeks. Premier League clubs cannot loan to another Premier League club that player. Who said Premier League? Who said Premier League, Jeremy? Why do Nice have to sell him to it?
Premier League clubs cannot loan to another Premier League club a player they've acquired. In the
So
same
why is it Premier League? Who said Premier League?
That can't be true. I
I
swear
don't
I've
even
seen
know
that.
about that. Yeah, I don't know. But Jeremy, this is the point I'm making. I'm gonna double check this anyway. But show me the rulings that say that Nice selling a player in United can't go loan him. So I'm looking here. So for instance, they sold a centre back called Robson Bamboo to Braga. So if United went to go and try and loan him, they couldn't. That's what you're telling me.
I haven't
Again,
seen
show me
that.
the rulings.
I
Send
don't
me the
see
links. I need the UEFA links. Man, just be saying anything. But yeah. But we move. Wasn't Raya on loan last year?
Yeah, but he wasn't bought by Brentford in the same summer and then loaned to
He
us.
wasn't. So I don't know about that. I wanted links to that because it sounds like managers making stuff.
Sound right.
No, okay. Sorry. What? I was going. What was that? Sorry.
This is it. Premier League clubs cannot loan to another Premier League club a player they have acquired in the same window.
Yeah, but we talking from a scenario where Nice sold to another.
Exactly. So whether this is true or
matter.
not, but this is the point I'm making. Man, just be reaching and doing Dow Sims. Man said he's going to drop the UEFA link. I ain't seen no UEFA link yet. Man, just be making. Like I said, makes no sense.
Makes no sense that.
Not even that. I'm talking about the Nice thing. But hey, we move.
And just that rule, that can't be a rule because they got to change these rules because they're just mad.
I don't think that's a rule. No. Manchester, Nice, any player.
No, just generally, like these. Oh, you can't send out.
Where's the UEFA link?
You can't send out.
Wait, so the question?
Go on, carry on.
No. But hold on. The message there just said that a Premier League team cannot loan on. What was again? The Premier League team can do what again?
So that if they buy someone in the same if they buy a Premier League club, if they buy a player for another Premier League club in the same transfer window, they can't loan them to another Premier League club.
Yeah, and who said Premier League? The UEFA link. Nah, drop the link again, Jeremy. It's not in the chat. Can you not see it in the chat? Let me know.
It didn't pop up.
Drop the link in the chat where Manchester United cannot loan a player Nice sell. I think that's nonsense, and there's no rulings that say that. Foolishness.
Like I said, because even if it's true with the Premier League thing, we're talking about from a Nice perspective. We're talking about from Nice selling to a French team and then United go. Yeah, like I'm saying, this is what we
loan him anywhere else. There's no rule that says that. I'm 100% convinced there's no rule that says that Manchester United can't loan any player Nice have sold. So, like I said,
I might load up. I might load up. If I'm
like for instance, they sold Catherine Thuram. So Manchester United couldn't go and loan Catherine Thuram from Juventus, or they sold Robson Bamboo to Braga. Of course, we could.
I mean, I don't get
so he's no longer a Nice player.
I'm just thinking about that one. So I couldn't buy Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace and loan him back to Palace or loan him to another club.
You could loan him back.
But I can't loan him to another Premier League club.
That can't be right. I'm not sure about that one.
That's mad. That can't be right. I mean, I can't believe that to be true. I've never heard of that.
I'm not sure about that. I'm trying to think.
Doesn't exist. Okay, cool. I was about to say that just limits.
To say Manchester United couldn't go and loan Catherine Thuram is just foolish. If Manchester United could make a bid for Catherine Thuram. No. It's not about specific in the same window. Again, because people just be saying stuff in the chat. You can move twice in the same window. You can be bought and then loaned in the same window.
Yeah, you just can't play for them.
Yes. This is the point I'm making. This is the point I am making. You can buy a player and then loan him out in the same window.
Yeah, of course you can. We did it. We've just done it. We've done it twice. We've just done it twice this window. We've done it. The goalkeeper's gone to Genk and the defender Boca Juniors is back at Boca Juniors. Do you know what I mean? We've done it with
you did it with Callum Billy. You did it with Callum Billy, dude, because you bought him and he's going to Strasbourg. The left back.
Yeah, we've done it with Gusto. Done it with Santos. We've done it with Santos.
Even Santos, that's the perfect example because he actually was at Chelsea. Did Santos play pre-season? Then went to Nottingham Forest. Came back and then went to Strasbourg.
I think he did. Yeah. Came back and then he went out on loan to Strasbourg for the second half.
This is what I'm talking about. Like
we did with Angelo. We bought Angelo and sent him to Strasbourg. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I mean. Like the rule says that as long as it's not competitive matches, if there was a scenario where you played a competitive match, then you
can't pay for more than two clubs in a calendar year.
Exactly. Like if Anto Santos would have played a Premier League game and then goes to Nottingham Forest, but then obviously Nottingham Forest doesn't play him. He comes back to Chelsea. He can't go to Strasbourg because this is two competitive clubs he played for.
Right.
And actually played a match.
Because there's no link, CP. That's why I'm just talking in the chat. Because there's no link.
Shit.
What are we talking about here?
I would know about that rule.
That's all it is. No. The rule is correct about the transfer one. That is the Premier League one. That's correct. That's not what I said, though. What I said was Nice can sell to Debo, and then Manchester United can then go on loan to Debo from said club. A man said, no, you can't do that. I said, why? And yet there's still all 10, 15 minutes later, there's still no link. Because you can do that. Same way Nice have sold Kefren Thuram. We could go and loan Kefren Thuram from Juventus if we wanted. Yeah. Or the centre-back they sold to Braga. We could go loan him. No one can see the link. You haven't, Jeremy. No one sees the link. Man, just be talking for talking's sake, man. There's no link. But hey, we move. You know what I'm saying? Man, them just really just be talking for talking's sake. Big up to Steve for the super chat. Says Flawless Musa was saying Onana's best goalkeeper in the league and he should be excited for next season. Shout out to Musa, man. That's my guy. That's my guy.
He did say that.
Yeah, I could believe Musa says that. If Musa has some wild takes, shout out to Musa because that's my guy. Big up, man. I hope he enjoys the season, man. I really, really hope he does enjoy the season. Run up the likes.
No, but what was
as well.
What was funny was Saeed was reacting normally, like, what are you talking about? He's not, but then Saeed's like going, well, we'll still finish third. But he was reacting like when Musa was saying about Onana and that Wan-Bissaka is one of the best players. He helped you win the cup and something. And this youngster plays like Dion. But Saeed was to go, no. What are you talking about? Saeed's still in the back of my mind going, yeah, we'll still finish third. It was like, it's like he disagreed with him, but he still come out and go, yeah. But I think we should still we get the signings in. We should still finish third.
I don't get it. And to be here, man, don't listen, Flawless. Why would, for example, Juventus loan him out to us? Juventus wouldn't. I'm using Juventus as an example to mute the point from Jeremy, where I'm saying if Manchester United wanted to go and get Kefren Thuram, there's nothing against us doing that, is the point I'm making. He's saying we couldn't, which is incorrect. That's why this mystery link has not popped up. So I'm saying if Manchester United wanted to Debo or another Nice player, Nice could sell him to a club that they are in cahoots with and say, we're going to sell him to you. So we're going to sell said player to you, and then Manchester United are going to come and take him off you on loan with an option to buy or obligation to. There's nothing. That's the way to get around the ruling of Manchester United and Nice doing direct. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. Thank you, Jeremy. I double check. Hey, big up Lee Gunner for the raid, man. Every single time, man. Shout out Lee Gunner.
Big up Lee Gunner.
Yeah, I know, man. Just don't want to listen, CP. For real. And I have to explain stuff over and over and over again. And then P here will ask me that. All right, let's see this. Hold up.
Oh.
Well, big up Lee Gunner.
I can't wait till next week's show when you do the predictions of how many goals. And in the crowd, in the chat, man. I want in the chat. Next week. I want serious, realistic numbers for Man United's goals before Flawless does anything. Someone's going to say 80. Someone's going to say 80 plus, and I'm serious. Someone's going to put 85 goals. It's all good. Oh man. Yeah,
just
this is what happens
with
the people. That's all, or it's not a fantasy window.
Yeah, I'm just having a look here. 1 second.
Royce, do you reckon Casemiro will play centre back against City?
Wait 1 second. I'll get to it. I'm just reading.
Cheers. What do you reckon? We'll see Casemiro at centre back in the community.
They might have to because like Ten Hag is not going to throw in the kids in it. Well, he's going to probably throw in kids in maybe a left back, maybe. Or actually, a left back maybe because they literally have no fit available left back outside Dalot, I think.
My thing is,
this
guy, I don't know what this guy's going to do. He threw Lenny Euro in and he didn't train the day before. Do you know what I mean? This guy's a madman. He's a.
I mean, he's you know what? I just can't wait for the season because, like, obviously, I know from what we at this moment in time, I know what we're gonna do. So I'm not really gonna have any hot takes at the moment in time. United is funny because I've seen a lot of what United fans have said, and I'm like, where's this all coming from? So that's why I'm looking for this. That's why I'm looking for this United. So I think even Chelsea fans been quite more realistic about this season. Like,
this is what I'm saying. I've never heard so much from Manchester United fans when they've signed Euro now for 3 months and they've not seen Xerxes at all, and that's it. That's the only change.
Yeah, go on. I'm gonna respond to this.
Start from this season is Kobe Minor will be there. That's literally the only change, right? And I still hear people go, "Yeah, Man United, we should, we'll do well. We'll challenge for top 3 or top 4." And what? Xerxes himself said he's not a striker. He came out and literally said he's not a striker. He scored 11 goals last season. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here?
Hey, facts. So I'm reading this. So the clubs will not transfer players to each other, whether permanently or on loan, directly or indirectly, from July 2024 until September 2025. So here's my thing with that. How are they going to prove it was indirectly? If it's not a feeder club, how are they going to prove? So for instance, if Manchester United, so I used Kefren Turam as an example. If Manchester United go and try and loan Kefren Turam right now, how are they going to prove that they was in cahoots? It's not like it's under the City group, like with Girona and Manchester City, where they're under the same umbrella. Manchester United have no ties to Juventus whatsoever. So how could they prove that Manchester United are going in for Thuram and it was all planned? Same way with the player they sent to Braga. We try and go and loan the player from Braga who they sold. What's his name? Robson Bamboo. So say we go and try and loan Robson Bamboo right now on the 9th of August. How are the UEFA going to prove that both Nice and Manchester United were in cahoots with that? Kefren Turam, Robson Bamboo, who else have they? They're the 2 players they've sold. The rest of them are loans. It's the point I'm making. How are they going to prove that?
Yeah, because it'd be a restriction of trade.
How are you going to prove that?
You can't prove that. You literally cannot prove that.
Exactly my point.
Because he will be registered. He'll be registered at that Portuguese club, whatever, as their player. Yeah. Therefore, if he hasn't played for them, whatever, and stuff like that, they still have the right, because they have his signature and contract, to loan him. They can't sell him. I don't think they can sell him, but they can loan him to anyone they want, and for the length of the loan as well.
If Manchester United went and tried and loan this player they sold to Braga. Wait 1 second. They sold Robson Bamboo. So if Manchester United went today and was like, all right, we want to go and loan Robson Bamboo, how are they going to prove that Nice and Manchester United were in cahoots?
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I say Andre Santos is the prime example, because Santos came from Brazil to Chelsea, then Chelsea loaned him to Nottingham Forest, then he came back from Nottingham Forest and went back to Strasbourg on loan, and all in 1 year.
Yeah, that was before they changed.
They made the change rule.
Yeah, it's a change.
Okay, if there was a change of rule, then fair enough then.
Yeah, there's a change of
rules. But it's also we loaned him.
Yeah, it says indirectly includes the group. So if Manchester United were under a group with, pick a club, Torino. Let's say Torino. Manchester United and Torino were under the same umbrella, and we sold the player to Torino, and then Torino loaned him to us. That's indirectly. That can be proved indirectly because Manchester United and Torino are under the same group.
Yeah.
How are they going to prove that Manchester United and Nice were in cahoots with Kefren Turam or Robson Bamboo? Come on, man. What are we talking about here, people? Directly or indirectly?
See, like the worst case scenario is UEFA maybe takes United to court and that, but even then, it would take then investigation, and then
how do you prove?
But until then, he's already at United and shit, and you know what happened. Hey, let's be honest, there is a big club bias as well. Teams are not going to go and start punishing you. Like City, the amount of shady shit that City has probably done, and they're not going to get punished like crazy, in my opinion. Come on, bro. Like clubs like Chelsea is literally loophole FC. They do everything possible to go and not even break the rules, to invade the rules. That's what I call it. Like, bro, if you really want to, you can invade the rules in some sort of shape or form.
Same way
But
who's not the most intelligent, I've evaded the rules. Even I can say, how can you prove that's indirect? How do you prove that?
By the way,
if before you go, yeah, ban that. If Manchester United don't say anything, and Nice don't say anything, and the club in the middle don't say anything, we'll use Torino because I use them. How do you find that out? Nice sell Todibo back. Torino signed Todibo. Todibo then goes on loan to Manchester United. How do you prove? Same way with I've used Catherine Thuram or I use this Robson Bamboo, who's at Braga. Manchester United try and go and loan him. How do you prove that, man? That was a plan between United and Nice.
So proof. Just on the side note, that person that's been banned is not the real one because he would type the way he speaks. So that was a coherent message, and there's no way he would call me by my first name as well. So he would address me like he would say Rongan or Mel or you're a long way from Starbucks or something like that. It's not the person, don't worry. They got that. But if you're going to be a fake, at least try and be a convincing fake. It's something like that. But big up Lewis
big up Lewis, big up Ahmed for the raid, big up again Lee Gunner for the raid as well. Make sure you subscribe to Lee Gunner TV. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge 258 as well. Jeremy, who says I think that's a risk that SGI doesn't want to take. But the ruling, the debate we was having was about the rules. Now it's I don't think he'd take the risk. But I just came up with a clear loophole. Indirectly means that do United have a feeder club? I think we do. I'm not even 100% sure.
I don't think you have. Maybe Salford. But
okay, so let's say argument's sake. So let's say for argument's sake, Salford are a feeder club of Manchester United. If Manchester United go and buy, Salford go and buy Todibo and then Todibo's loan to us, that's indirectly, and you can actually put that together as a scheme. Well, they're in the same group. They're a feeder club, etc.
Yeah,
we move.
Yeah.
No. My loophole ain't cool. My loophole is right. Now it's changed because before you was adamant. How did they prove it? So I'll ask you, Jeremy. How do they do that? How did they prove that was the plan? If Manchester United went to go get Robson Bamboo right now from Braga, how could they prove that? Come on, man.
You run the risk because essentially in a court of law, you run the risk of being yourself found guilty of defamation because basically calling Manchester United cheaters or fraudsters. So you run the risk of losing that case and then paying them a substantial fee because you've defamed them essentially by naming them cheaters and fraudsters and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So you got to be leave me alone.
You guys remember the Arthur Melo and Pjanic whole situation?
Oh yes, that was a
huge run. If you guys go and look at it up, if you guys watch, there's videos about it, and I've watched videos about it.
That's a very dodgy deal.
That was a very dodgy deal, and both teams got punished for it. But if you go and watch the videos about it, the amount of things that needed to be researched just to find them guilty is insane. It took even a minute. It took a lot to even found these clubs guilty for that to begin with.
Yes, it was. Should investigate now what they're doing.
And to you, man, with FFP, does fees you get for a loan fee affect
that? It does. But then even then, loan fees are not expensive.
No, they're not expensive. But before I respond to something, so loan fees can also add to your FFP. So if you get a big loan fee for a player, that will then increase how much you can spend.
Yeah.
This is why I want to get to this.
It goes on to what you've spent.
Okay, so Flawless, you didn't get my point. What benefit would any club have to buy a player from Nice for us? First, the club would have to have enough money and enough players. Then it wouldn't be an FFP issue. So of course, numero uno, you pick the right club. Secondly, money wise. So if they sign to Debo for, let's say it's 20 million, and then Manchester United loan fee is 30 million, and then we're gonna buy him for 15 with the option to buy. They're plus 10. That's why. So they're plus 10. So they've spent 20 million, received 30 million. I'm just throwing out figures. And then you're getting 50 million further down the line. So that's why a club would do that. Same way Girona have done it for Manchester City.
Yes, it's
because everybody benefited. The whole
Everybody
Serbia thing.
benefits.
Anybody benefited. Girona got Champions League football because he was there. Troy's got the money, and City getting an improved player now.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why. So they've got extra money to spend now.
Right.
That's why. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So again, is anything else? By that point, it wouldn't make sense for us financially. Yes, it would make sense for us financially. Because what is 20 million?
And he's a
For
good player.
Tadibo, if we signed him directly, he would probably cost 30, 40. So if we're only paying 20 million for him, that's a good deal. And then let's say we're paying 15 for him with the obligation to buy next summer. So we split it in two. So rather than spend 30 million in one season or 45 or 50, we split it in two. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. You know what I found? You know what deal really going back, you think about now? You remember when you had Tevez for 2 seasons on loan?
Yeah.
And then he went to City. Who did that transfer fee go to? Did it go to West Ham? I'm not sure or did it go to somewhere?
I'm not sure.
You know, and that was.
And to be here, you says he's worth 35. So let's say he's worth 35 M's. I don't know where you got this figure from, but let's say that. So okay, the loan is 5 million, and then the obligation to buy the next season is 30 million. Same difference.
But who cares how much he costs? The actual thing is
getting the player.
What we've been discussing. You know what I mean? It's
there's
like
options, there's ways around it. But hey, we move.
I'm saying the Italian clubs have done this for years. You know, for 2 years and then they get a fee. Do you know what I mean? Didn't Locatelli do that before he moved to Juventus? Didn't he go on loan to Juventus?
Yeah, he went. Yeah, he went. Same as Chiesa. They both was similar. Where
they went on loan for that.
Juventus paid a certain amount of a loan fee, more than usual, and then paid the rest later. Than with the
what's his name? The striker, Juventus, big tall guy. What's his name?
Do you know nationality?
Serbian.
I know who you're talking about. Vlahovic.
On loan to Juventus again. On loan to Juventus again for like a couple of years. Then they bought him.
Juventus are like the kings of
loopholes. They're the kings of that, man. Kings of getting people on loan.
And also outside of that as well, because you're in cahoots with this club, you're also breaking them off money on the side.
Exactly.
So you're breaking them off 5-10. Here's 5-10 million for this as well. So they're making more money, which is what these people care about, is making money. If anyone who's like, oh, charges, City have 115 and that's fine.
Yeah.
They have 150. They were found guilty of 22. They admitted to 22 charges recently and got fined.
Yeah, but that was for something different. That was for
but the point I'm making is they admitted to some wrongdoings.
Yeah.
And got fined 2 million, which is the equivalent of us admitting to wrongdoings and they say, yeah, you lot got to do 1 hour community service.
Well,
or charging us or fining us 10p.
Tadebo's going to West Ham with a 40 for a loan this season, or could be going to West Ham for a loan fee or loan this season with an obligation for 40 million in the summer of 2025.
Yeah, go on.
Because that would allow West Ham to. They've already spent 40 million on Gilman. Spent like 25 million on stuff like that. So.
Yeah, like the loan fee is probably there's gonna be a certain amount of the loan fee, but then it's better than paying 35, which goes into the FFP books for this year.
Exactly. So it will go into their expenses next summer, on July 1st, when they agreed to send the 40 million over. So it will go like that.
That's how this would be doing with Poor as well, because like we had a loan with obligation, and then
that's just mad.
Crazy. Yo, fake accounts. It's been a minute. You lot must be bored.
We're talking about the same. We're talking about the
same. I'll tell you, the rise are going to start from tomorrow. Championship.
We talk about Nice. We haven't. The club Nice has never been mentioned so much in an English. Channel.
Same with shout out to Robson Bamboo, man. Shout out to Robson Bamboo. You know what I'm saying? And Braga as well. United can't go alone. Robson Bamboo from Braga because Nice sold him. All right. Okay. Yes, my real name is Jeff, for those that don't know. My real name is Jeff.
Not Jeff, it's G-O-F. That's the difference.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Steve, I will ban you myself. Flawless, which
Hey.
defenders
Hey.
in Europa League? That's crazy, man. This guy is too fruity. Could be Man United's ticket to Champions League qualification. Not under this manager. Would I love us to target Europa League? Yes. I think it's the competition we should take the most serious. I'm not sure who else is in the competition.
Let me actually bring it up real quick.
I've not even actually checked who else is in the competition.
I'll bring it up.
I have not even
Okay,
checked.
there's a couple of teams who are still doing qualifiers, so it's not 100%, but I can bring up the teams who guaranteed.
Yeah. Please do, man. Please do. Steve, why are you saying things that you don't know what they mean? This guy, this guy is crazy. Yeah. Bring that up, please. I beg. Man, just repeating stuff like a pirate is crazy. You know what? Hit you, man, with some ads. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Shout out to the league gunner.
Let's say the most important bits of the stream during the ad. So they can...
Yeah, 100%. Just start saying all the wild shit during the ad.
Ever since leave my football club.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know why people just like, I'm always right, but there's just certain things that you just like, I just know. Like, these people just, it's crazy. Yeah, my name is Jeff, and if that's and I also got some magic beans to sell you after the show, fam. I don't know. That's a throwback actually to like the original, because this is like the original panel. Like Surfer and Jez are like two of the people who were here from the start of Sarcasm City TV. I'm talking like before 1,000 subscribers type. And he said that during lockdown that my name was Jeff and all these fake accounts popped up. And I just ran with it. Yeah, name's Jeff. Yeah.
Made sure to specifically say
it
was spelled GEO people. And then the account started
popping changed up. It. Because when you said Jeff at first, he said they had JEFF, and he was like, no, it's GEOFF. Crazy.
That's the old man spelling.
Yeah. All right. Jeff is crazy. Jeff,
that's a t-shirt you should print. My name is not Jeff.
That's what it is. These little by my name is not Jeff, yo. It's crazy. It is. But yeah, to the question again, you lot continue to get your questions in. We're going to close out in 15 minutes. United, Chelsea, or Spurs. You need to put down the red bull. It's like liquor to you. United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur. Get your questions in. If I missed
them. I got the guaranteed teams. So the guaranteed teams who are in the competition as of right now are AS Roma, Manchester United, Porto, Eintracht Frankfurt, Lazio, Tottenham, Real Sociedad, AS Alkmaar, Olympiacos, Lyon, Athletic Club, Bilbao, Hoffenheim, and Nice. These are all the clubs who officially at the moment are in the comp. Everybody else is doing qualifiers right now.
We'll probably go out to Nice, to be honest, but
that would be the irony. That would be the ultimate irony.
Just look. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about the teams in there to go, yeah, United should go and win it, or we're definitely not favorites because and the manager and the team we have. But
I think it's open. I think it's an open competition, to be honest. I think
Roma. They just signed Dominic as well.
Yeah, they had a good window. They had a good window.
They had a good window so far. They bought some good. They bought Sula as well. I do like look at Sula. As well. He was on loan. Was it Freshnell or something like that from Juventus?
Yeah. In the still Serie A, but in the lower part.
Still Serie A. Yeah, he looks quite good. Lazio. I know Steve will probably pick up on Lazio. I do like.
It's also that can keep. It's also that can keep Solanke. It's also that can keep Solanke. I think they have a good shot. And Lyon had a decent window as well. I like the window that they had. Like Athletic Bilbao, if Nico stays, like I think the opposite. I think the Europa League this season is going to be open. I think it's going to be open. I think it's more open than usual.
There's no drop-ins from Champions League clubs.
Yeah, I think that's
really is the field you're looking at. So, I think Ajax will go in next. I think they won their playoff the first leg 3-1, so they'll go back into there as well. Yeah. Sevilla not there. I think Sevilla are in the Champions League, aren't they? Right? Or are they just out completely?
Yeah, they're the champs, I think.
So,
the champs.
No, I don't think they finished. I don't think they finished.
No, they didn't finish.
No, because they had the terrible season, isn't it? So I think they're not. I don't even think
they should just get invited every season, man. I don't get this. You know what I mean? It's their trophy, essentially.
I'm just trying to look now. That I think there are no European competition because just
Oh, they're not in
these
Oh, they're
Europe.
not in
teams.
Europe at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, even because even there's a couple of teams who still compete for the Champions League. Like I think see Salzburg, Lille, how do you say Karabakh,
Carrier back.
Galatasaray. Yeah, Karabakh.
Yes,
Karabakh.
everyone knows who you mean. Just call it.
Karabakh. Galatasaray, Bodo Klimt, and Sparta Praga and Midtjylland. These are the teams who still play. Obviously, I don't know what the results are, so I have to go and check. But these are the teams who were playing Champions League qualifiers, so they could drop into the Europa League as well. So I think it's an open because
Yeah.
because this team because the Tottenham team has been not showing me that they can actually do something in tournament competitions. Like we maybe fight for fourth, but in tournament competitions they haven't shown me it, and I'm still a bit worried about how they managed to set up in games because it can bite us back in the Europa League against certain teams. So I wouldn't put us up there as favorites neither. Especially, I mean, even if you do get Solanke and a good winger, I still wouldn't put us favorites just because there's things that I'm still worried about. But it's going to be an open competition for sure. And the good thing is no group stages. This is the good thing. So we're gonna get
How
better
many games is it? And how many games? 8 games. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You will get watch-alongs here on the YouTube and on the playback of Manchester United, the Europa League games. I think that statement on the manager is unfair. He's proven he can win trophies, domestic trophies. Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen his
Domestic,
European
FA Cup
records?
and League Cup. Absolutely. Europe, he's horrendous.
Have you guys seen his record? It's not good. And Ajax had some decent teams even in the Europa League and other Champions League years.
What did he do in the Europa League? I know we got to the semi-final for them once. So what did he do outside of that?
I think just semi-final at most, and then maybe I think quarterfinals. Like he doesn't have a good record in Europe like that.
So be here. That's why.
Remember the Roma team. Remember the Roma team that you guys beat. When Ahmad finished the thing, they went out against the Roma team.
Really? Jeez. The Roma side.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So yes, so I can say that. Now, if we're talking domestic cups, absolutely. Is Ten Hag and this Manchester United team capable of winning an FA Cup and or a Carabao Cup? Yes.
Did you guys see?
Seasons show me that. But the
Did
Europa
you guys
League,
see
no.
Yeah.
I don't trust this manager in Europe. Go on.
Didn't you guys see the Europa campaign and the Champions League campaign? Just these two seasons with United. Who do you guys lost again?
Sevilla in the Europa League and in Champions League.
And the manner how it happened, and the manager wasn't able to go and management, and then you saw how the Champions League campaign just went.
Yes.
I think wasn't it historically the worst in terms of
the
United.
worst in British history.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. So he hasn't shown in Europe he can do shit. He's like Conor, bro.
He's literally
Conte's even worse, but the point is there. Like this is literally brothers right there.
My point. So yeah, when people say why do you doubt him in Europe, because of his track record, not just at Manchester United, but also at Ajax, but mostly at Manchester United. Well, I thought we should have won the Europa League that first season, but hey, that's a whole different conversation. Yes, and yes, you lot will be getting NFL watch-alongs on the playback. Steve, the rest of the gang, once the season starts, which I think is September the 6th. So just under a month away. Keep a lookout for that, people.
They're having preseason matches today already.
Going on.
Yeah. So but yeah, no. Nah, bro, there's something I need to quickly mention, bro.
Yeah, go on for it.
Bro, this Emerson Royal deal, bro. I've been talking about this in the group chat. I'm like, I think he's gonna leave, but Jesus Christ, dude, bro, bring Paratici back from the prison of prison realms, because like, bro, like the way we sometimes we're haggling over 1 million because of Emerson Royal, bro. This is probably what I'm seeing right now. And see that right there, surfer over these few surface says this stinks of Levy. This right here stinks of Levy. That we are haggling over few millions for Emerson Royal, bro. But from Demarcio and other Italian sources and from Pretio, they're saying that he's looking like he's going to be a Milan player. And I until the next stream, he might be an AC Milan player. So unless he failed the medical or we didn't sell him, but if he's an AC Milan player, I just want to say thank you for the no-look pass versus in the Champions League, and when we were a goal down against Sporting and we needed a goal. Thank you for the Jack Grealish clinic that he put on him against Man City. That was a clinic. So yeah, man. Shout out. And yeah, so one of the fake Brazilians leave my football club, and obviously Richarlison came actually out. Fabrizio tweeted that today about Richarlison, and that that pisses me that pisses me off. That I can't because people were criticizing Chelsea for what they did with Gallagher, innit? And I was saying like I don't care that Richarlison has 3 years left on his deal. The fact that the manager wants a new striker, the fact that Ange wants a new striker, tells me more about how he feels about Richarlison. So he's either squad player or surplus to requirements in his eyes now. So for me, it's kind of like, if he's a squad player and we bought him for that much money that we bought him for, and he doesn't stay fit, why can you not just force him out of the football club and tell him you're not happy, you're not part of this football club anymore? That's what I say. That's why I didn't blame Chelsea when they did that to Gallagher.
Facts.
Imagine though, right? Richarlison stays, and he's the reason that you didn't sign either.
Bro, I said this, bro. I hope everybody jumps this dude, bro. If he can't sign a striker because this dude doesn't want to leave the football, I still think we're gonna sign a striker. But if he can't buy Solanke or Tony because of this guy, I'm crashing out. I'm finding this dude, bro. I'll be honest, but like I'm not doing with Jonathan David, bro. I'm not doing Jonathan David just because Richarlison stayed. So either the club has to go and make the Solanke or Tony thing happen, or but it's up. Richarlison is up, bro. Or somebody forced this guy because apparently somebody wants to pay good money as well. So what? Just because Richarlison says he wants to play for the Seleção and wants to play in the Premier League, we should reject like good money for him? Hell no, bro. Kick his ass out of the football club, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Like for certain players, I can say that because maybe I'm willing to give them more time. Richarlison's been here long enough, bro. He's been long enough.
Is he not part of your heart and soul of Tottenham? Is he not?
Bro, he's the heart and soul of the fucking medical stuff, bro. Medical stuff. You know what I'm saying, bro? More injuries than goals, probably.
He's more like the appendix.
That's crazy. More injuries than goals. A big up to Eli who said, just realized Justice Handle is a shout out to Lamine Yamal's pops.
Mr. Hasselhart 304.
And yes, big up to Eli, man, who says this has been a phenomenal show. Let's get Flawless to at least 120 likes. Appreciate it, Eli. And big up to you, yo, because you're 2 for 2 with recommendations. I started watching Warrior yesterday. I only watched episode 1, but I literally just loaded up episode 2 and 3 and that fire. Trust me. Like, if you need this shit to watch, Eli's the guy to go to. He's current. I've only watched 1 episode. And I'm like, yeah, this is fire. He's currently. Steve, he put me onto Reacher and Warrior. He's 2 and 2, man. You know, I wish United had that scouting talent and friggin' success percentage rate. Yeah, go on.
Bro, Steve, I know you think that Jonathan David is good, and I think he's good too, but I'm just not convinced that this guy comes to Tottenham and that's what we need him to do. I'm not convinced of the guy. I'm sorry, bro. Like, he would need to come in and prove me that. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy. Yeah.
He's been at where is he at? Lille.
Yeah, Lille. Yeah.
He's been at Lille for quite a while now. The name's been going around for a couple of years now, but no one's really stepped in.
Fabricio's been trying to sell this dude for the last 4 years on his tweets. Bro, like people accuse him for working for Chelsea. This dude is working for Jonathan David to get him to move for the last 4 years, and that dude is not getting a move, bro. Nobody's fooled by that, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. When I've watched him, which is very limited, I've only watched him for Canada. I'm not convinced. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not convinced. I'm sorry.
He's cheap as well.
And he's cheap. And he's cheap as well. That's why.
How much to say?
25 mil.
Oh, you gotta be bad for teams to be turning you down for 25 M.
Bro, we bought fucking Samu over.
You gotta understand, bro. Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham, a couple of French teams, a couple of teams in Italy, a couple of teams in Germany. They're all looking at Jonathan David, but nobody wants to pay 25 million. I'm telling you, the guy's fugazi. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. Whoever buys Jonathan David, and I pray it's not us, somebody's getting scammed, and it's only 25 million. I'm sorry, bro. And I have a feeling it's going to be us because this Richarlison dude doesn't want to leave the football club. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is where you have to start forcing dudes out. I don't care if you got the one of the Brazilians is gone, so you don't even have Brazilian friends anymore. Brazilian friends at the football club no more. That's what I'm saying. Get one of the. Oh man.
You might carry on.
I don't think you're buying Tony because I don't believe you'll pay him his wages no matter what.
Yeah, listen. I'm just in general. I'm surprised that he's still at Perth. That's why I'm kind of wondering is it just more than also just wages?
It's pretty hefty wages he's going from. He's going from under 100 grand. He wants like over 200.
That's the thing. We see Tottenham would actually ironically be willing to give, like, ironically, if we were to go in for Tony, we would give more wages than Solanke. I'm convinced.
Yeah, but I don't know if Levy's willing to go pay a guy who's earning under 100k to then pay him over 200k.
See, that's the thing. I don't think we're going to give, because Sander's on 190, so that's already the baseline right there. You're not going to get 200k. You better start performing. You better start performing if you want the money, bro. But but we could definitely increase it for another 50 to 60, 70, even at most to 100 to up to 170. Like, and it's going to be interesting, Mr. Tony. Tony thing is going to be Tony thing. That move is going to that transfer saga is going to be probably one of them ones to look out for, probably by the end of the window, because even then
last couple of days.
Yeah, and even then you got to remember Premier League clubs can't speak to other Premier League free agents in the mid part of the season. You have to wait till the end of the season.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, from January you can speak to foreign clubs, but not
foreign clubs, but not within your own club.
Officially, you can't speak to other English clubs until the end of the season.
Yeah, so if Tony doesn't move this window, I can see him probably being at a foreign club, probably agreeing like a deal or something in January or something, or early part of next year or 2035. But it's just interesting to see that nobody is trying to, like, there's a lot of teams that even if it's even a team outside of England, you would think that somebody would try to take him. That's why I say I think there's more to it than also just wages. But if it's just wages, I partly get it, because it's like, but for us, Son is at 190, so it's always going to be capped. You're always going to get capped, and if you want more money, then you have to start performing, because we give performances insensitive and contracts. Chelsea do that now as well. Liverpool do it. Man United are trying to do that now with the new signings. City been doing that, but City don't even need a striker. So it's kind of like, either he has, if it's really a wage thing, he has to either just accept it, he has to take less, or he's gonna just stay at Brentford for another season. And you gotta also remember he's turning 29 this season, and I think we have talked about it on the panel before. Teams start looking at the age, or what age you are now.
Every Premier League club's doing it now. They won't admit it, but there's an age thing where they won't go above. They're doing it. Every club's doing it.
Yeah, like we wouldn't, like this the last summer we would try and get Tony. Like next season, if he was on a free, even on a free, I don't think we would do it, because he's then 29, turning 30.
Signing on fee, you still want the same wages, I presume. So I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know who he signs for, really, because like even Brentford might resist and just say, they're just going to take a hit because the guy they brought in to replace him is injured. So they might just say, we'll just take the hit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they wanted 100 million a year ago, or 75. Not going to happen now. They chopped it in half nearly. And still no take.
Which puts it in even more crazy perspective that Levy actually accepted. I never thought Levy was going to say Kane even with a year left, if I really want to be honest. And I'm not even like a Levy criticizer like that. But I thought typically Levy wouldn't sell Kane. But you know what? We did it at the right time. We could have maybe even sold him somewhat sooner and make more money, but whatever.
Real one. Boop, boop, boop. Big up Sam. Says I watched the whole ad, so Flawless can make more money. Hold that, haters appreciate. And it was good to see you. I didn't watch the stream, but I got the notification of you and Grizz on the same stream. So yeah, man, big up for that, Sam. I have to check that out. About time you man made, you know what I'm saying, made content together and all that stuff. So big up to Sam. Subscribe to This Is Football. And to be here, just back to this, I said, I guess we'll see. So I wasn't being unfair then, was I? Because now it's, I guess we will see. I was just going off previous evidence. Same way with the domestic cups, I'm going off previous evidence. It's going to be a long old season. It's going to be a long season.
Oh, bro, I can't wait for the season.
Flawless, looking forward to the community shield. Absolutely not. Warrior J, I know you asked me scoreline. Manchester United 2-1 as well. This is football. I have YouTube Premium. Look at you with YouTube Premium. All right, man. Big man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to YouTube Premium. Hey, bro, I took the 2 month. I took the 2 month trial. And bro, YouTube Premium is like no, that's a different type of YouTube, bro. I'll be honest. I'll say, bro, that's not YouTube, bro. That's not YouTube. That's YouTube for the future.
Yeah, the guy said YouTube from the future. So you're such a fool. Anyway, anyone else live? Let us know, people. Anyone else live? And who says if Manchester United face Malmo or Elfsborg, will you come over to Sweden? Probably not. I don't want to watch these men in Manchester. Never mind in a whole other country. Like if I come to Sweden, it would be like to go to Sweden and just like
you don't want to go. You don't.
Sweden.
You think
like
you think it's cold here? You don't want to go there in like November, like.
Yeah, yeah. Facts.
That'd be mine. Listen to remember, Will lives in Sweden. Do you know what I mean? It's like listen to him when he talks about how cold it is.
Oh, you got fucking Wills over there. I don't want to see Will. Fucking hell.
Will.
Yeah, but Joel, that's crazy.
Sweden got some nice girls, bro. I'll be honest, bro.
I know this guy's gonna say that. It's a 1 out of 5. I hear you. It's just more so of like, do I want to go? The only downside to what you said there, Javeri, is watching Manchester United. That's the only downside. If you would have said, "Yo, you planning on going over to Sweden?" That sounds like a great plan. It's a great idea.
Why would you want to watch Manchester United in a freezing conditions where you can just watch it, even if you don't want to watch them, but you can watch it in the comfort of your own home?
Bro, I want to
freezing your balls off over there. Do you know what I mean?
I want to come in the winter time, and if it ain't snowing, I ain't going, bro.
Yeah, of course. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
But why is Steve trying to? He's like it's crazy.
It's a Red Bull high. He's on Red Bull.
I don't know what's going on. And shout out to Cubed every single time. Big up Cubed. Love Cubed. My Don. You know what I'm saying? One of the people I can tolerate in this space. Shout out to Cubed, man. Absolute real one. You know, say when Sunshine Live. Speaking of people I can't tolerate in this space, when is she live?
She's been getting cheeky.
Hey, she criticised our pro clubs team. She's done no defense for me.
She's been getting too comfortable around, but I don't know who the influence is.
Two in the clubhouse. Two in the clubhouse. Just the pro club.
That's ridiculous, bro. Like Chris Brown under the influence. Like I don't know who put that under. Bro, it's crazy.
What time is she live? I'm surprised she ain't doing men's volleyball watch-alongs. So the way she was talking about men's volleyball was crazy. It was crazy, that stream, people. We're supposed to be here to talk about football and the sport, and she just here objectifying men. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe my ears.
So that'd be now. She should be like.
Oh, yeah, he said 2 minutes. Hey, sir.
Next 2 minutes. All right, we'll redirect her in the next 2 minutes.
All right,
she's playing the FPL team, so make sure you join her league when she creates it and give her loads of shit in the chat. Personally from me. So like when you say stuff, say flawless, this is flawless told me to, be abusive in the chat. Obviously don't go overboard in that. Just be respectful. Tell her she was be respectful with it. Tell her she was objectifying men when she was talking about the men's volleyball. And that's what you lot do. Tell her that she needs to respect men's sport and the professionalism of it.
Yeah. And athleticism.
And the athleticism and the skill. Not just
I joined the FPL. I'll join the FPL team with the name Chunchine_annoying. I might actually do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. And people keep asking. Unfortunately, no. I was playing football, so I missed it. But I heard it was a great game. So pissed I missed it.
I saw Serbia up at 11. I said, I even tweeted it. LeBron. By the way, LeBron actually doing a documentary right now, doing this Olympics. I knew LeBron wasn't gonna let Serbia go and ruin that documentary, bro. So yeah, like I didn't watch it. I wasn't the Serbia Fugazi thing. Never was in there. I didn't watch a minute.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah, I know I'm pissed I missed a game, but I gotta play sport, man. I can't. Like I'm making sure I don't get fat. So I gotta go out there and run around. I'm not trying to get there, man. I ain't trying to be built. I'm already built, but I'm not trying to look more and like one of the worms from Men in Black. You know how they look because they skinny, but they got a bit of a belly. If I get a bit of a belly, that is me. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to look like that. So not only am I playing football, next month gym. You know what I'm saying? I need to get in the gym. I need to get rid of this Kit Kat frame. I talk too much shit, so someone gonna run up on me. So I gotta make, especially with all these race riots as well. So yeah, need to get my ass in the gym. That's my plan. But yeah, I heard it was important to touch grass. Facts, because some of these people don't. Some of these people do not touch grass. Not you lot. You lot are real ones. I'm saying the people who are not here, like I see on social media. I'm saying people who talk about aura all day long and how a player looks. and comps and all this. Not you lot. You lot are real ones. Even the ones that disagree with you lot that are here are real ones. Not that. Hey, do you know what? That's a Jez thing. Jez will be over there. You know what I'm saying? Jez
Wait,
will be
what?
for the gal. He said, if you don't want to come Sweden from Manchester United, come for the gal.
Yeah, this what I said though. Just know, like, bro, I'm coming in the winter time, but if it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
Oh, this guy. And Steph dropped like 17 plus in a quarter. Shout out to him. And Warrior J says, I'm not gonna lie, flawless to fall. I'm pissed I missed it, but I will be doing the final though. I'm gonna definitely do so. Not Saturday stacked because you'll get the Manchester Derby in the Community Shield watch along on the playback. You'll get the USA versus France gold medal game in the Olympics. Then you'll get a Yardman show as well here on the YouTube, and then you'll also get the 12K celebration stream as well, people. So you all got 4 streams on Saturday. What do I need to update? Just the gold medal, but everything else I've updated and changed. I need to turn the Yardman show from Sunday to Saturday, because I know Lex, he messaged me, he messaged the group chat, he wants to speak on the Zubamendi thing, so you know that's going to be entertaining. And Kaneki's there, so you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Premier League podcast Yardman edition on Sarcasm City TV. You know it's going to be entertaining. You know, no matter what is being spoken about, it's going to be entertaining. So yeah, large up everyone that is tapped in as well. Let's see what else you lot saying. Yeah, I'm going to change it to Saturday. I'm going to football final. Which final? Oh, the Olympics. No. I'm not doing that. See that? Even Cubed will be there to add some much needed class to the roster, because you got the likes of Steve and CP on there. So shout out to Cube every single time.
Yeah, Olympics team. I know you can take overage players, but that's taking a piss. They got Lacazette as their captain. He's like 35. Yeah, it's Lacazette.
Bro.
It's like you're taking a piss. It's like having like a. It's not asking Usain Bolt to run you 100 meters at this moment at a time. You know, it should be like an age limit.
There's 3 overage players you can take.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think they took Mateta. Like I said, and I don't know who the other one was, to be honest. Because everybody else, but you know what? Shout out to Mateta. He's actually been cooking it also in the Olympics, bro. I'm telling you, since he tucked in the shirt and went bold, baller.
And any FPL league, stupid question, because I don't really want to do one, but chat, to everyone in the chat, would you like me to set up a Sarcasm City TV FPL league? You know what's crazy? Savage mentioned this to me. She was like, are you setting up an FPL league? I was like, probably not. She was like, yeah, I want to play it. She was like, I want to beat you. I was like, this is not going to happen. She was like, yeah, loser has to buy dinner. I was like, I might as well just let you know now what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna lose out what I want to eat. It's crazy. So let me know if you don't want one. Go on.
You know, it's like there's no one. There's like a draft one. I'd love to see it. We set up, and I'd love to see her in a draft to see like she selects, like she asks people like, who should I pick?
You gotta ask her pops. That's what she'll do, because her dad's a United fan. She'll ask her pops, and like he'll steer her in the right direction. It's like, you're not beating me. Like, cut it out. I don't know why, because she's been working with me and like we've been on the channel. It's like, we don't do a football show. There's a reason for that. I really think it is. It's crazy. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, whoever wins the FPL league flawless, they get 16 out of 10 shot. Yeah, that's fair. Because I did set one up last year, but that was for you lot, because I didn't want to participate in it, because I just can't be out with FPL. But I suppose I better do it for you lot. So let's see how many people we get. I'll set it up for you lot, because you lot are really, really on it. Shout out Cube, Laker Nation, purple and gold. Love that. Right. I think that's it. Anything else?
Purple and go have to create this off season. I don't think I think the Lakers doing a Liverpool. I think there's like nobody.
They're about to have 2 Olympic gold medalists. You know what I'm saying? Are they not?
I mean, the only Olympic medal winner.
Olympic medal does nothing for me. Give a
LeBron's gonna come back with the E with the line up top of the E. I'll say he's coming back.
What is that? Is that like his 5th gold medal if they win?
I think it's gonna be.
I think he started in 08, didn't he? He started in 08, like the Redeem team or something like that.
Yeah, he was in the 08. Then he was in the was it 2013 or 12? No, 2012.
12, 16, then 20. Yeah, so it'd be his 5th, right?
We just gotta time him out.
I think for one of them he didn't go though. I think it's gonna be his 4th.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's gonna be his 4th, and KD's gonna get his. I think it's gonna be his 4th, and KD gets his 5th, or other way around. I don't know.
And shout out to Daryl as well, man. He says, big up the panel. I want 200 bucks betting on Serbia to not lose by 16. Easy money. Hey, man, congrats. Enjoy that money, Daryl, man. Big up to my guy, Daryl. And he an Everton fan. He supports, the pride, the real pride at Merseyside. Oh, I just timed him out. Steve was doing too much. I just timed him out. He just you gotta get timed out. I didn't ban him like.
Yeah, bro. Bro. If Steve comes over here, bro, don't teach him the English slang, bro.
Yeah, he's doing too much, man. He's doing too much. And yeah, quickly, I spoke about it on TJ's channel. Make sure you get over to TJ Warren TV. I was over there. Staffy was over there. Conor was on there as well as TJ as well, talking about Arteta and pickpocketing and all that. Like, all right.
That's all that news. That's crazy. What the hell does that mean?
You know what? It's just corny, man. It's like, yo, win a league. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when City's gonna pickpocket them for the league title.
Yeah, you already see all the jokes. You can already see all the jokes already. But love to everyone that's locked in. Please run up the likes, hit the subscribe button whether you've watched this live or watched this back. Go follow the playback as well, because that's where you get Premier League watch-alongs. Europa League watch-alongs will be there. Champions League, FA Cup, Europa League watch-alongs will be all over there. NBA watch-alongs will be over there. Boxing, I'm going to be doing much more boxing watch-alongs as well. So the bigger bouts, that'll be over there. It doesn't matter if it's UK time-based, US time-based, or Saudi Arabia. NFL watch-alongs will be over there as well. Steve the Joke Man, he'll be running those on there as well, and you get the gaming content as well. On top of that, don't forget we are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV and this show and all the other shows will pop up. You can see it there though, people. Playback right there. Please go follow the playback. Roll to 600 followers on there. Make sure Spotify, man, 5-star us. Leave us a review on there, people. Please make sure you do so. Everyone who uses Spotify, follow us, 5-star us. iTunes, the same as well. Same with SoundCloud as well, people. Follow us on there. Flawless, honest question. Do you plan on doing World Football Podcast, inviting all fans outside the Premier League? That's exactly what Talk Your Issues. That's what the fan calling show is. That is open, even though I call it Premier League fan calling show. You're on there, Omar. You're a Premier League fan. That's open for anybody to call in. Doesn't matter who you support, where you're calling from. It's open. Talk Your Issues open for anybody to call in and talk about what they want to talk about. And that's 4:30 p.m. UK time. Someone will put the EST and the PT times in the chat. But yes, 4:30 p.m. UK time every single Monday. That's what it's for. That's what that is there for.
Come talk about your team. We still waiting. We're still waiting for Atletico Madrid fan coming on the panel and talking about their Champions League heritage. That's what we're waiting.
It is, man. I want to hear from everyone, in particular teams outside the Big Six. I hear from United, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal fans on a regular. But I want to hear from Villa fans,
I'm
Newcastle
fans,
fans,
at this point.
Brighton fans. Like, I want to hear, even if you're a team who's just come up, Ipswich Town, that's fine. I want to hear from you lot. Southampton, whoever, like, no matter if you're a championship side, even if you're a Leeds fan, unfortunately, my condolences. I want to hear from you. Right, whatever the case, you can be a League One.
He's going through the struggle right now.
Yeah, you can be League One fan or a League Two, a non-league, and hearing this. You could be a Tide FC. I want to hear from you. Call in. For real, genuine.
You could support Arnold Sir. You know what I'm saying, bro? Fuck it, man. Hey, by the way, fun story.
You could support the team that knocked out Bayern in the Pokal Cup last season. Hey, feel
free
to
I'm saying, Carlswood. No, Southport.
But
fun story.
Be any of the clubs that Chelsea face in the Conference League calling.
I'm saying, like, give us information. Give us a preview.
36 fan.
Give us a reason why.
My first question would be, what happened to B35? That's what my question.
I do have to quickly mention. Partly, I know played a friend. I saw it online, and I don't know if it's true, but apparently, I know played a friendly against Almeria, which is a team in Spain, and apparently they lost 3-0 at the time when I looked up, and Ronaldo apparently was the head coach of the game. I know, sir.
Well, yeah, you could be a fan of Saudi, wherever. Just to clarify, like Omar said, worldwide people. I don't care what level your team plays at that you support, or what country they are in, or what continent they are in. call in. I want to hear from everybody. That's why I run that show. Shout out to Daryl because he's a prime example of that. Everton fan from Gainesville, Florida. Love chopping it up with him. Shout out to my guy Daryl. And he won $200. So I love that. Shout out to him. But we are going to close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. You get this show every Thursday, 11:45 p.m. UK time. Myself, Surfer and Jez talking all things United, all things Chelsea, all things Spurs. We are going to redirect over to Sunshine FC. So you all know what to do. Put Sarcasm City Raid in the chat. But big up to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up. Thank you very much for tuning in.